amongst ourselves, apparently.
What if the November game was... What if the November game for the search was to find the next president?
Oh, no.
I mean, it would be the right month for it.
I know, that's the only reason I said it.
Yep.
Okay.
I would like to throw
so
myself into the ring.
D-Pain for president.
Exactly. Slogan? I know I said this multiple times, but I still like it. Y'all done worse.
Yep. I mean,
Looks
I
like
don't know if
the
we can go with D-Pain for president because that is the name of this disease.
it is like the what was the when people were putting things up that said Satan for president, and then the slogan was "Why settle for the lesser of two evils?"
Right. Two. Yeah. Osaka.
Osaka. Osaka. That was
Washington.
Hey, Mr. OG.
Uh-huh.
That's his
How are
father's
we going
name.
to- how are we?
Where is it?
How are we going to vaccinate all of these cities in this game? Because we needed to get that. I have a feeling we're gonna want that done for next game.
I pick.
We're coming for you. And they're like, no, we're hiding in vaccinated cities.
Okay, wait. We haven't blown up all the military bases either yet.
Nope.
Shit.
And
All
one
right,
for
we have to
one.
do 3 things this month. Sabotage 2 bases and vaccinate 6 fallen cities are both on that.
I mean,
And or we can also get the 3 vaccine factories on the board, which
Well-
right now we have 2.
No, I mean, but the point is, I don't know what the 2 goals we're going to have in December are going to be. But I feel like the more military bases we have destroyed and the more red cities we have vaccinated, the better off we're going to be going into December.
Oh yeah,
you know,
I definitely
what if-
agree.
what if the last 2 objectives are there are no
Destroy all
military bases
militaries.
on the board
Yeah.
and every city is vaccinated?
And we just go into December and are like, oh, we won.
We won. Guess we're awesome. Time to play Space Food Truck.
And that's when it's like, if you have completed all the objectives, flip over card secret compartment G732. That's right.
Actually, you
Godzilla.
were traitors. Godzilla.
Vaccinate that,
Dude.
suckers.
Vaccinate Godzilla. Dude, straight up, it would be so fun. Just the funniest thing in the world if this was all a setup by night and we have to play a fighting game in December.
Yes. All right, now everybody boot up.
Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear. Street Fighter 6 and Guilty Gear at the same time.
Yep. It's gonna be a multi-world mod where every time you got hit, you get switched to the other game.
Oh, no.
Oh, that would be insane.
I would just go with characters in both games who have ranged spams and just be like,
Swap, 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 swap.
okay,
swap.
Hadouken, and then whatever Noel's gunshot call out is, and then Hadouken.
Brutal.
Right, so we need Osaka and Taipei dealt with. I guess we could roadblock Osaka.
We want to vaccinate as much as we can, too.
Yeah, we would like to vaccinate
Yeah,
as
I'm
much
just-
as we can, but if we roadblock Osaka, we don't have to worry about it,
That's
and
kind of what I'm
then
thinking.
we can just kind of vaccinate everything else. If we have time, try to hit Osaka too. If not, it's the only one we didn't get to, you know?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about using our win bonus to the best effect, and that seems
Right.
like a good place to go for it.
Excuse me.
Let's see. Starting wise, probably Cairo. So we can clean up Baghdad and Paris relatively easy. What do we got card wise? Let's see. We don't have a lot of any cards yet. Do we have to fight citizens to vaccinate a city? You just have to make sure you have to clear all the faded first.
So, right. So if you missed a month, then here's how vaccines work. They don't work. It's all a lie. They're trying to give you autism.
Oh no!
So here's how vaccines work. You put down vaccine factories pretty much like you would put down any other building, and
We have
then
2 currently.
every and then every turn they build up a vaccine token. You can use an action to take as many vaccine tokens from the facility you're at as there are. You can just take as many for one action. And then you can use a vaccine token to fight
Spend 1 dose.
to spend 1 dose. 1 dose
Take 1 action
destroys
and 1 token.
faded. It either
Oh, good one,
either
Denny.
gets rid of 1 faded, or it vaccinates the city so they can't appear on there
But
anymore.
there have to be no faded on the city to do the vaccine city one.
So like if we draw Manila right now,
Nothing happens. Yeah.
nothing happens.
Hi, Denny.
Which
Bye,
makes it a
Denny.
free draw.
That's why we need to
It's
get
really
in there
good.
and just move around and vaccinate everything as quick as we can.
Otherwise,
Problem is-
the Fauchinator's gonna show up.
All right, Pat.
We can.
Yeah.
Here's my plan.
Uh-huh.
We need to get you a hazmat suit. And we need to get you running around the red area. I'm
Right.
gonna try to pick up 2 vaccine doses and fly to Atlanta, and then vaccinate Chicago and San Francisco, and then come in through Tokyo if it's clear.
Oh, while you're over there, you got to destroy some military bases.
Yes, you're right. Good boy. Good call.
I love how we're
We need
like,
a city.
yeah, we'll cure the diseases later. I gotta get these military bases and vaccines out.
And
Well,
guys,
there's also a rule that you can't do a vaccinate. It takes like 2 actions to do a vaccinate if there's a military base in the region, right?
It's 1 extra action for each military base in the region.
And there are 2 here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
gross.
guys, I'll just let you know, I will stop every outbreak. Gonna be a hero.
No,
What?
I'm gonna stop every act.
There
every outbreak.
goes
2
my
turns later.
hero.
How did I forget?
Watch him as it goes.
EOG.
Hey.
He's like, I'm gonna stop every outbreak. 2 turns later, he's dead.
Worth it.
Hey, Salty, there's still a military equipment C4 up for grabs.
Uh huh.
and
Oh,
it's
don't think I
really
won't.
funny.
I'm gonna
It's
walk
really
up to the
funny to-
military base.
Yeah,
The military base.
You're like, hey, I need to requisition some equipment. And they're like, sure. And then you just like pull the pin and leave.
Here you go.
I know. You're like, I need every grenade you. Oh no, grenade belt's a different thing. Okay, well, still funny.
I need a handful of C4. What for? You'll see in a second.
You'll find
Here you
out.
go, catch.
Oh, this doesn't match my nails. Never mind.
Never mind. You know what? You know what? Let me talk to your manager. Get him on the phone.
Where's the Karen?
Oh man. Okay, so what do we think? Start. Do we keep our Cairo start?
How many do we still have? So we got rid of. I thought we got rid of St. Petersburg, but apparently we didn't. Shit.
We got 4 left right now. No, 5
Yeah.
left.
So we only ever got rid of 2 of them.
We got rid of 3. Bangkok
that third,
and
yeah.
Sydney and
Yeah,
Osaka.
we just cleared out
Shit.
red.
We had a rough
could've
time the
sworn-
last
Oh
couple
no, we
games.
were on our way to get St. Petersburg, and then we had to stop to go deal with some fucking.
We had to deal with
Yeah.
Knight's
Yeah, we-
piss.
Yeah, we had emergencies.
I had an emergency.
Well, you know what?
um,
My turns are probably going to be spent getting people places, so I probably shouldn't be planning on doing things myself. But we should send the hero over there to go blow up some military bases.
There goes my hero.
You know, if he blows up if he goes to a military base, he could also put riot gear on one of his cards and then give it to me.
Yep.
And then I
And
could
then you could
be
just
safe.
hold it and be completely safe in the red area while you're running around spreading vaccines.
Yeah.
so
How do we
we
build
have
another
3.
vaccine station?
We have 3 faded cities in North America that we have to deal with too. LA is also.
Oh, yep. All right. So we need to get rid of both of those military bases and all 3 of those faded cities as quick as we can. And EOG, if you're picking a place to start, I would say Hong Kong, Bangkok, Jakarta. That way it can't
Just
spread
seal
out.
it off.
Yep.
Yeah. So I need to get
Let
some-
North America fall.
Can we fly between? It needs to be purged.
I mean,
Oh, but that's where all my stuff is.
Yeah. Can I fly? I forget. Can I fly from a research center to a vaccine factory?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, I just checked page 15 on the rules for reference.
And if I fly you somewhere, I can fly you. Wait.
I do have Jakarta, but it's also stem cells. Okay, guys, we got to get the board into a stasis where we
Well,
can
keeping
just
in
run
mind-
around and vaccinate.
We only have 24 vaccines available, so we have to use them as they come out.
Yep.
But we're going to get 2 per turn. So each cycle around the board, there are going to be 8 on the board.
Yep. Oh,
Kane's turn to roll for the first die.
Okay.
Just throw it off the table.
Yep. I don't know where it went. EOG starting.
It's over here.
EOG
Okay,
goes
well,
first, apparently.
Sure.
That would have been a lot
let's see.
funnier in person, D-Fan. Here, roll this die.
Especially-
You get it across the room.
Well, it'd be especially funny if the die came back on the board that way too.
I'm a wizard.
I apparently have riot gear on my piece.
Yeah, I was trying to protect you guys.
Ah,
I have a vaccine.
That's not a vaccine.
Whoop.
that's not a vaccine.
I will vaccinate the world.
No, not this again.
There goes my...
Moving all the pieces on the board.
I'm vaccinating.
I feel like this is what people are afraid of whenever they don't want vaccines. They're like, he's gonna get big and poison everyone.
Back then, have 3. What happened here?
Yes.
Because these were like moved to here, here, and here.
Well, they're in there somewhere.
Baghdad had the 3.
Okay,
Yep.
good. Okay, whenever you're
I'm trying
playing
to-
it with
I was watching my hero.
D-Pain, you just have to lock down all of the pieces
What?
on the board.
All right.
Are you
so
talking about me?
I
I'm trying to
feel
remember if the vaccine factories make at the beginning of each turn or at the end of each turn.
It says during your turn, so I imagine at the beginning.
Well,
I
it's
imagine
during to
they're a-
pick them up.
Dracodile, you feel like I need to be vaccinated?
Literally just out here.
It's true.
Vaccine factories create vaccine each turn. That's all it says. So I imagine it's available for you to pick up on your turn.
Yeah, it must be beginning of turn that they make the
So-
doses.
Yep.
I could
Doink.
do. I could move to Manila and take. I could move to Manila. I can quarantine Manila and somewhere else, and then I could take a vaccine.
Hey, Mr. Knight,
Might be better to wait.
Yes.
can you create like 5, 6 D10s?
Might be better to wait. I don't know.
Objects. D10.
Oh, you know what else? I have
Color
forecast.
tint. Hang on, don't copy it yet. Okay, now copy it.
Vaccinate from whatever demons live in this head. It's not
Honey
demons. It's all natural.
And then we just make that a 1.
I see. Instead of
Yeah.
And we can only get up to 24 total.
Yeah, we have to keep that in mind, but I don't think that'll be an issue. But then we got 1 on each of those places, and we just put 1 on Pat's card here. Oops, shit. We'll put
yeah,
it
so
next to Pat's card. So
I think
don't
it's
keep
better-
rotating his card.
I do think I should take one, although it feels weird to take one now when I'm probably going to want to pick up more than one.
Oh, D10s don't have a 0 on them.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
well.
I go 1,
they do.
2, 3, 4.
The
10
one
is
that's on-
0.
So,
Oh, it just shows
Guys.
10 whenever you highlight it.
guys.
Ooh.
So I can I can fly, ranged quarantine, and I have 2 actions left. Or I could fly, pick up the vaccine, step to Hong Kong, and vaccinate it because my forecaster shows Hong Kong.
I like that idea.
Fly me to the moon.
It's better than quarantining it, right?
Yeah, because that will never.
But then we
Have
don't have to
anything
worry
show up
about
on
it
that.
anymore.
So let's do that. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going
That's
to
a great
quarantine
call.
anything this turn. We're
Okay.
Yeah,
instead-
the only
go
thing
ahead.
that could. Yeah, at that point, the only thing that can possibly end up there is black cubes if Kolkata outbreaks.
Awesome. So then next turn, I'm going to need to get back to Manila and pick up a bunch.
Not if I pick them up first. Dun, dun.
I mean, honestly, I might just move you back to Manila on my turn so that you can just pick them up at the start of your turn.
All right. So we're going to.
Epidemic.
I hope not. Yeah.
Los Angeles.
Oh, we did not
No.
put our roadblocks out.
No, you don't have to
Oh,
put it on
right.
there. Oh, wait, I guess you do. Yeah, forgot.
Roadblocks.
We-
3 roadblocks.
We had planned on roadblocking that.
All right.
I think
so
that's
where are we gonna
probably a good idea. It'll be hard to get in there, but maybe we just don't this time.
go? I mean, if I
Where
draw the
else-
Osaka card, I could just fly in and with
With a
4
bunch of
vaccines
vaccines.
and deal with
And riot gear.
it. Yeah,
We need the
because
tactical
I can't
nuke.
use 4 vaccines in one turn.
Yeah. What was that?
Oh, sorry.
Where else do we want
Yeah, 'cause we
another
got
a
a third
third roadblock or not? We don't have to use the third roadblock.
We should put it on
I think it's
Atlantis.
the main one.
Keep them there.
Ah, yes.
Or
Perfect.
we put it between Beijing and Seoul because those have been a pain in our ass.
Or why not?
I mean, I don't mind it. Also, I drew Osaka.
Beautiful.
So I
so-
can go there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Once I have
if
riot
on one
gear.
of your turns you start the turn with 4, like, oh, hang on, that doesn't work. Because I was thinking, if you had 4 vaccines, and on my turn I could fly you to Osaka, and you had riot gear, then you could just spend your whole turn clearing it, and then on my next turn I could fly you out.
Yeah. Well, if I had riot gear, I can go there as long as I have enough vaccines, and then
Yeah,
just
but
commit to starting my next turn there.
I would just and then after you finish clearing it, I'd have to fly you back out.
Yeah. There's also the option of grenade belt.
Grenade
to
belt's
be able to clear
useful.
more people. I could vaccinate the diseased, or we
Oh,
could blow
dude.
them up.
Grenade belt doesn't take an action.
Exactly.
So if you had 3 vaccines and a grenade belt, then you could fly in and use them.
If I had riot gear, you could fly me in, and then I could start my turn there with 4 vaccines and just use them all.
Yeah. But I can't fly you in because you have the card.
True. Anyway, right.
Or
So
hazmat
Hong
suit.
Kong and Algiers. I don't know if you guys did that already.
Algiers would be the only one that we need to
Yep,
deal
because
with.
Hong Kong's protected, baby. That's the end of my turn.
Baby!
Hey,
Oh, right, EOG, this. Bioreactor.
Hmm?
Bioreactor. Discard this card to produce 3 vaccine doses at any vaccine facility. And then also aerosol unit. Discard when vaccinating, use 1 dose of a vaccine to remove all faded figures in the city and vaccinate the city.
Wow.
So 1 dose, fully fix Osaka.
Interesting. Honestly, that would be crazy good.
Okay.
I added vaccines to both places for Payne's turn.
That means I'm gonna need to take. I gotta get back to a medical facility to do that, though.
Can you not do it at a vaccine facility?
I don't know.
Could D-Payne add it to one of his cards and then give it to you?
He probably could.
Oh. Don't I have to be somewhere, or am I where it has to be?
you have to get one of the white buildings, which you are. You don't have to do it.
C4. No.
Well, we're gonna need some of that too.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that's the other thing is Payne could go to Chicago, C4 card and sabotage Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to deal with Osaka right now. Right? We could deal with some other threats first.
There it is. Discard the city card that matches the city you are in to remove military base. So we have to draw San Francisco and Chicago to be able to blow those up without C4.
C4, baby.
Yeah.
But there's only 1 C4, which means someone has to equip it, use
Well-
it, and then EOG has to trade for that card and go use it again. And again, and again, and again.
Then remember, I can give something long range to Pain if one of us is in the city.
So he goes there, you give it to him. He puts
Yeah.
up-
So if like I have Los Angeles card, if he stands in Los Angeles, I can give it to him, or he can take it from me.
Right.
So
It's gonna be a complex game, guys. Because we don't want to lose. We want to win. So we
gotta
have to
get all
keep the
these
cures in
vaccines
order. But we have 5 buildings to blow up and like 13 cities to vaccinate.
I was thinking of going like up to Paris and just knocking off one of those. But
Just
I guess I
taking
could.
a vacation, man. It's been a long year.
It really has.
But I guess I could put the bioreactor on one of mine, and that way, if EOG wants
On
it,
EOG's turn, he can take
yeah, he
it.
can
Yeah.
take it if he's ready for it.
Yeah. That's a
Or
good
you can
call.
also, you don't even have to transfer it, because you can just, we need more vaccine, just discard it at that time, because it's not in action. So it doesn't have to
Oh.
be transferred.
Yeah,
What?
the bioreactor. Well,
Oh, no, I
aerosol
meant
For the
the
unit
aerosol
was
unit.
picking. The
I
aerosol
meant the
unit
aerosol
is what
unit.
you wanted.
to cure
Oh, the
all
aerosol.
of Osaka with one use.
I'll put that on there.
We're gonna need a sticker, Mr. Knight.
Put it on
Let me see
Johannesburg.
if I made.
Okay, so that's one.
So I need a card. Oh, I have Atlanta in my hand. Yeah, I have Atlanta in my hand. So I can, if we can put grenade belt on it, or not grenade belt, C4 on Atlanta, and I get another blue card, I can swap it and Payne can take it back. I don't know. It is going to be a complex game.
I
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought of just taking away the one from Paris since
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's a good
that's
call.
Yeah.
better this turn, I bet.
just
That's probably better.
and I figured someone next turn can do that.
Yeah, I'll probably handle it. Just in case.
Oh, that doesn't go.
It sucks to use a turn doing a third of what Knight can do, but we also don't want it to go outbreak before he gets there.
Do New York
Hey, you found the
Binocs.
binoculars.
Binoculars.
Those don't help you at all in this
Oh,
game.
good. Oh, good. We need that search.
St. Petersburg can be used to blow up St. Petersburg military base.
The blood runs
Ooh,
through my
nice.
veins.
And he's
And you're already right.
there.
All right.
There goes our hero.
All right. However, because I'm
He has to get rid
obsessed,
of a
I
card.
need to get rid of a card.
Shitballs.
The question is, handing off a card? No, I can't do that. It has to be discarded.
So
Would be an action. But you
based on our
could.
hands, I would say Baghdad.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Just so that
Yeah,
way.
do it.
Or the other option would be to play the aerosol unit and bump the dose count, so you can keep Baghdad.
That's not the bioreactor, that's the freaking thing.
Sure.
Oh,
Oh.
right. Never mind. Never mind.
Bye, Baghdad.
Yeah.
Bye, Baghdad.
Bye, bye, bye. Bun-dun-dun. Mexico.
Mexico City.
I feel that it is possibly a hue in this game. Ba-boom, red, knew it.
Oh no!
Patient zero, more like
Ground zero.
patient,
Oh.
hey.
More like patient hero.
My throat wasn't shot. I would have been like, and I do it anyway.
And then he does it anyway.
And now that's just the end of my turn. I put my blue eyes white chicken into defense mode.
Shit, not the chicken. It's way stronger than the dragon.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's even stronger than my red eyes dark meat.
I saw a tweet. Was it a tweet or a picture? I can't remember. It might have been on Instagram. They're like, yeah, the reason why alligator, like gator and chicken taste similar is that they're like the clearest or straightforward descendant from dinosaurs. We're eating dinosaurs. That's why they taste the same.
And that
Oh,
also,
so
I
that's
guess,
why
means
Dino Nuggets are the
dinosaurs
best.
delicious.
That's why Dino Nuggets are so good.
That's right.
All right. I think I
How
have an
can we
idea.
explain
I don't
the
think it's
greatness
the
of
best
cosmic
idea.
brownies?
All right. Tell me if this is a bad idea.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then maybe I shouldn't do it.
Damn.
I don't know.
Roasted.
You do you.
So, if I kind of feel like I should do something about Baghdad here, but I'm probably just gonna leave it for night since it's only one space away from him. If I fly here and take all 3 of those doses and then fly to Atlanta, that'll be 3 actions, and then I would spend the last action to move EOG down to Manila so he can start his turn off picking up doses. But then that means, like, because there are 2 military bases here, it takes 3 actions to vaccinate.
Yeah.
So I would have to go move 1, vaccinate. Next turn, move 1, vaccinate, and that would take all 3 of my turns.
What's the
Or all
difference
4.
between a bad idea and an amazing idea?
Movie deal.
Outcome.
The outcome.
Oh.
The difference is this will happen a lot faster if these bases get destroyed on the way through. Actually, if I stepped up, equipped C4 onto one of these cards, blew up the base, that'd be 3 actions.
Yeah.
And then I still wouldn't be able to vaccinate. Damn it.
So moving me down into Manila is good. It's also not a bad idea to move Knight. I guess it's a little bit dangerous to drop him in.
So,
Wait, is he protected from Baghdad?
Yeah, he's got
he's got
Grizzle.
Grizzle. So it might not be a bad
Yeah.
idea to move Knight into Baghdad.
but it's not necessary either. Because I
Oh, that's
can
true,
remote
you
clear
can arrange
Baghdad,
things.
I
move
know
to
that.
Algiers, or move to Paris and clear Paris the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Or
good point.
Kinshasa.
Yeah, I mean, either way.
Right. Yeah, I just don't know because I want to like start trying to seal this side off, but it's gonna take at least 4 vaccine doses because I need 1 for this faded and then 3 for the cities. And unless these military bases go away, it's gonna take a lot of actions.
Bad idea starts as an amazing idea, but it goes wrong somewhere.
Right?
Like I said, the outcome.
Wait, does it take an action to equip a? Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Alright.
Ow.
Here's a really bad idea. What if I? Okay, so I move EOG 1 space, and then the other, I could use 2 actions to fly here and grab some vaccines, so I'm prepared for next turn or whatever. But I could use 1 action to equip a bioreactor to Tokyo and then use it, which using it doesn't take an action, and then just add 3 more doses to Manila for EOG to grab on his turn.
Yeah.
Then he could just load up and go on a fucking cross red area trip.
Yeah.
And then we get a gun.
A gun.
Gun magic.
Well, what do you guys think? What do you think is the best idea here? Because clearly, until these military bases fall, we're not going to be able to clear this out, unless we're willing to spend many turns doing it. You know?
I think it's fair to buff the vaccine count so that EOG can run that side
that's a good.
quicker.
That's a good 1 action. What about the other 2?
Move me to
I mean, I
St.
guess if you're
Petersburg.
going to,
You
I guess
say-
you,
Menacingly. You have to do it menacingly.
it's not a bad call because then that saves movement and
My problem with that is,
I was joking. No, I wouldn't say that. I can do
yeah,
that.
on my turn, I can move people anywhere. I can fly people to other people and all kinds of crazy shit. But on his turn, if he's already at St. Petersburg, he blows it up and then has to walk away slowly,
Walk down to the research station.
and then he'll have 1 action left.
instant
So you
transmission.
can fly somewhere, I guess.
Yeah.
That's also one of the blue cards that we could use to cure blue.
But
The St. Petersburg to popping the military base that way.
I mean, so technically, we still need to cure all three of the disease. You know, I would be willing to dump all of our cards in fully vaccinating the red area and blowing up all of the military bases, and then being like, well, there aren't enough blue cards left in the board to win, so we just have to sit here until we lose, and then game 2 of November be like, oh, we're already done? Like,
Yeah, if we lose the first game to set the board state into everything is vaccinated, that's okay with me. I don't want to lose the month. We're doing too
Exactly.
well.
Exactly. I had a thought that has since vanished.
Cool.
Oh, the St. Petersburg base is also the lower. I would say it's kind of one of the lowest priority military bases.
right, but he has the card.
Yeah, it's the Chicago and San Francisco that we need most.
Yeah, those need to get dealt with.
It's just
Well,
unfortunate
like I said,
that we
okay,
don't have
so
those.
if instead of getting the bioreactor or getting any vaccines, I just fly to Atlanta. Now, fly to Atlanta, walk up to Chicago, equip a C4. Oh, using C4 doesn't take a turn. Because it's not...
No, because it's... Yeah. How many of those we have left? 2?
Just one.
No, just 1.
Yep.
I don't remember what the other
Unfortunate.
one's on.
It's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Don't worry. Salty's gonna do all this planning, and he's gonna pull the C4 card.
Ooh, yes.
That would be awesome. Because then I'd have already blown this up, and then the next turn just step over and blow that one up.
So it wouldn't hurt to
I think it
make
would.
that
If I
jump.
end my turn in Chicago, nobody can get me out if we draw something that puts zombies on Chicago.
But we could...
It was a good run.
There's... We have potential ways to mitigate it, though, by virtue of...
There
Like the grenade belt.
goes my hero.
Someone would have to like drop their whole turn to get over where they're with a grenade belt to save my ass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's... Like I said, we have the potential if it came to that.
Okay, here's another thought. I have veteran on my card specifically to fly between military bases, and I've only used it like once. I could take one step down to Khartoum and equip whatever military shit I want, and then on the next turn, fly to Chicago and blow it up.
Sure.
Safer.
Seems a safe route.
What if I get there first?
I would fly to any one of those ones that's still standing and blow it up.
Not if he gets to all of them.
Yep. Instant transmission, baby.
Dude, I wish I could make you take military flights between destroyed military bases, because then you blow it up, and then on my
Right.
turn, I'm like, okay, we're gonna fly you over to San Francisco now, and you're like, oh, sweet, that one up. Okay, well, if I'm gonna step down to Khartoum and equip a C4, then should I also equip a grenade belt and C4, or should I equip a bioreactor before I step down and have bioreactor and C4?
I mean, probably the grenade belt. I'm the only one grabbing vaccines right now anyway.
Right, I just wanted you to be able to scoop up like fucking 7 on your turn.
I mean, that's true. I don't hate that, but
What, it's gonna go up to, yeah, 4. It'll be 3 next turn, 4 the turn after that, so it would be 7 if I bioreactored it.
Which would be most of the current
gonna
faded cities.
Grab them all, step, vaccinate, step, wait. Vaccinate, step, wait.
I might do a ranged quarantine in there.
Right.
Say, just listen to the heart of the cards, man.
Okay, okay.
Just listen to your heart. And normally when I say that, I die.
Like immediately, it's his punishment for saying.
Here you go, Salty. Just do this.
Oh, awesome. All right. Neo G, do you have any preference on which one of those gets the C4 and which one gets the grenade belt? I figured it's grenade belt instead of bioreactors better simply because if we blow up all the military bases, we won't be able to get those anymore.
True. I guess probably Tokyo's better for me if you put the grenade belt on it, so I can swap a red card for a grenade belt for a future turn.
All right, and that would be my turn.
Look at all that military equipment.
All right, so the C4 goes into bag.
Glad to know
They'll
that
go in
military
bag.
bases are just like libraries. They're just like, yeah, let me see your card. Okay.
Yeah, here, just
Yeah, I'd
have
like
some
to
stuff.
check out grenades and C4.
It's like a
please.
grandma in
They're
there
like,
too.
what is your? Why do you need these? And I'm like, because I'm a dispatcher. And they're like, oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, makes sense to me,
Yeah,
dearie.
seems legit.
That's cute.
Oh, now we are seeing you do have a late fee on the last grenades.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Here you go. Catch the. Here, have this one.
Now, I mean, we can check these out to you and just pay the late fee of 7 cents. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna blow
Inflation.
this up instead.
All right, what do we got?
Oh right, I still have to draw stuff. My bad. Yep. Karachi, Bangkok.
Ooh. It's
Oh,
looking
no.
more like bad news on Knight's turn.
And Bogota. Essen. Oh,
All right.
I don't like that we put a zombie on Bangkok, since you wanted to try to seal all this off.
It's fine.
Close it down a little bit.
Yeah. All right,
guess
Knight's
you
turn.
could
I'm
go
gonna go ahead and add another
deal down
vaccine to
first.
each of these buildings.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, ranged clear that boy.
That's just nice.
I
like
could go
that
clear
we're doing all this
Kinshasa.
complicated stuff, and Knight is just like, I'm here to cure disease and chew bubble gum.
I'm here to make you wash your hands. Do it.
Month 1
No.
from now.
You can't make me.
Do I want? I guess do I go Paris or Kinshasa?
Wash my hands,
Okay.
turn the Spanish flu. I ain't
Or-
gonna start now.
Do I head towards North America to try to deal with that stuff? I guess I don't have any blue cards to pop those bases anyway.
Pop 'em like that, baby.
Gross. So the problem with San Francisco and Chicago is if we draw the card for it, that's going to put a zombie on it.
Slimy?
Yeah.
But satisfying.
I would say.
I guess keeping.
Kinshasa, but I'm not sure why.
Well, I guess keeping them in check will help us in the long run too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the less diseases are on the board, the better off we're going to be.
I want, if we can, to eradicate yellow and blue on this run, so that everybody can be kind of centralized on the right side of the map while we're doing the vaccinating.
Hong
Kong
Kong, you
does
vaccinated
not.
it.
I'm going on vacation. Go there, be like, Leo. Oh no. Bye
I
bye.
guess it wasn't bad news
Guess-
on Knight's turn.
Guess who's going to be drawing an epidemic?
Yeah, well, my forecaster doesn't seem to matter now, does it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still gonna look at them though, because we'll
Atlanta.
know.
Oh, lanterns.
Lanterns.
Now, this was as long as we could go without drawing the epidemic, right?
Yes.
There we go.
4,
Problem
6,
solved.
8. Yep, it has to be.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
that
wait,
one. It's
what?
the top card.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't that mean that this is as many cards as we're ever gonna have in discard, other than the one we pop off the bottom of the deck?
Yes.
So I was gonna say I'll look at my forecaster anyway, and then we'll know what comes after
Well, we'll know which
17th.
I mean-
we'll know which cities are going to be absolutely safe.
That's true. Oh, were you done with your turn completely?
Yeah.
No, don't turn. Stop turning. Okay. Those cities are safe.
Chicago.
Well,
That's
that's
good
good for
news.
That's good news.
that's good for that. It also means that
Where's-
San Francisco is safe. Is-
Safe-ish.
Well, unless it drops off the bottom.
Right.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So I'm gonna take these 4 vaccines as one action, and I think we move here as a second action and vaccinate Ho Chi Minh as a third action because I don't have enough actions to clear and vaccinate Bangkok. So that used one of my vaccines. So how do we'll set this to 3. So I've got 3 vaccines left on me.
Oh, Q and E,
And-
the rotate buttons, make dice go up and down.
So Ho Chi Minh is vaccinated, and I get a ranged quarantine. Actually, I could step to Jakarta, but I was thinking next turn I'm gonna step onto Bangkok and use either 2 or 3 vaccinations if it grows again.
Well, so actually, I think the Bangkok is just because we drew the player card, so it's
Yeah, it
not
is.
in the it's not in the
Yeah, it's
discard
safe.
for the
It's just got 1 on it. It's safe-ish.
Well, safe. It could still pop out of the bottom.
which is technically the same as San Francisco and Chicago because we haven't drawn those.
Right. So the question is, do I move to Jakarta and end my turn here, and then my next turn will be use 1, step, use 2, unless something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Or
I can always
do I
move you
range
if
quarantine?
necessary.
And
Well,
already
you know
just
what I should do?
you
I
just-
know what I should do.
you can range quarantine a random location
I could quarantine like.
that we think that the last card's gonna be.
All right, I
Wouldn't
have an
that be
idea.
wild if we guessed it.
I have an idea, EOG.
Yeah, what's up?
It's the worst idea ever.
All right, let's have it.
All right, so I'm standing at a military base, right?
Mm,
On my turn, action 1, I put a riot gear on Bangkok. Action 2, if you've spent your last action to move into Bangkok, I fly to you. Action 3, I give you Bangkok. Action 4, I get the fuck out. All right, so that you have riot gear.
I mean, that's a lot. But that's 4 of your actions to give me riot gear.
Right, but then you can not have to worry about shit while you're going around vaccinating stuff.
It's true, but right now, I only have 3 places that are worrisome.
Yeah,
Or
you have
4, I
Sydney,
guess. We
but-
got Sydney too. I'm not super worried. I mean, it would make me safer, but I'm not super worried about it.
All right, that's fair.
So I could range quarantine Taipei, since I'm not going to be there for a little bit.
You could spend that last action to take that aerosol spray from D-Bane.
Oh, he did get that for me.
That said,
that's
if
probably
you,
a
if you
good
take
idea.
it, that puts him at an even number of cards.
He can't end his turn with
It's-
an even number, but he's
yeah,
going to use.
it's
St.
not-
He's gonna
Petersburg
draw
right soon.
2, and since you're grabbing the epidemic, he's probably not going to.
He's going to.
I'm getting rid of St. Petersburg.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
you are getting rid of St. Peter. Perfect.
So actually, that's a great point. If I take this,
Ew.
ooh, this changes things because if I take aerosol unit, I can next turn I can clear Bangkok no matter how many it has on it.
And
With
then you
1.
can swap Los Angeles for Johannesburg for another city.
Yeah, and go after the next one.
You're pretty much going in there and like spraying axe spray at them.
Dude, I'm just sprinting through the city with 2 cans of Axe spray. This place is gonna smell fantastic. It's gonna smell like lumberjack sweat.
Smells
And then
worse.
the zombies are like,
Ah!
why does it smell like a teenager locker room in here?
No, they're like, oh, brains, and then they get hit by the axe, and they're like, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna go back to my parents' basement.
They get hit by the axe. They smell the axe, and then they realize there are no brains in this area.
Damn. All right, that's my turn. Here we go. Boom, bam.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Wait, no.
Hey, Miami.
No.
What?
Yes.
Ooh, that's bad.
It's the best of
Come
both
on,
worlds.
Manila. Come on, Manila.
Amazing.
No.
That's bad.
That's not good.
Does it get 3? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a family vacation.
Well, at least we can clear. I mean, it's already. Oh my God, no! If that goes off, that'll be our first collapsing city.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a lot of choices. We're gonna get whatever I draw here. We're gonna get again.
Yup. Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Not even a real place.
Hong Kong is
Hong Kong.
safe.
Well, at least there's that.
Oh, I'm so glad I vaccinated that.
So now keep in
Atlanta.
mind, whatever D-Bane drops off the bottom has a 2 and 3, right? Because he's gonna
Well,
drop
no,
it off the
it's-
bottom, put 3 on it, shuffle the 3 and put them on top.
Oh
and then
yeah,
draw 2.
yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
This would be a fantastic time for the skip a infection step.
No.
Which it might be something we have to do, but we don't need to do that yet. We'll decide
gonna
whenever we
happen.
see how bad it's gonna be. But
Yeah.
that's the end of my turn. Also, I'm gonna AFK for like 2 minutes.
Keep count, everybody.
1, 2.
So, even though I knew what I was
Currently
doing, this
10 vaccines out, so we still have. Hey, can you copy this die again? Sorry, go ahead.
Clone.
No, that's not what I wanted. Oh my God, stop.
You know what I should do?
Alright,
Bag.
that's fine. We'll just put these here. But the reason I did that was because I wanted to have 2 to keep track of how many are still in the bag.
he did say 2 minutes.
There you go, 14.
Yes, he did. He has to make a giant dumpy.
There. Now we have a grab bag for when we create new cities.
Right, but that makes sense to you, Knight?
14 vaccinations.
There are currently 10 vaccines out. BOG has 3, there's 6 here and 1 here. So that means there's 14 left in the bag.
Too bad there's not a D24.
Right?
Well,
And a D20 should be enough, mostly.
so
But, yeah,
with
sorry.
this whole plan, I only had
There are counters. I use dice, but there are legit counters we could be using with just the up and down buttons on them.
Yeah, there is that option.
But-
Ooh, I can get those if we want to use that.
Yeah, let's
instead.
do it. Let's
Hang on. Let me
Color tint.
bag. Open the bag.
That's not orange enough. What the hell? That is too many.
you never
many
have enough.
There they started.
And they're
73.
saved as God. You guys.
I'm back.
Alright.
We have almost
Okay,
200
what do we do?
vaccinations.
We decide. Stop. We decided that it makes more sense to have counters than dice for these. And I forgot
Yeah.
that counters were a thing.
Okie dokie.
Can you just give D-Pain his own different colored counter so he can play with the numbers?
I erased it.
I know.
There you go.
No, it's there to count how many times he's going to hurt himself to save us from from an outbreak.
73 turn. That
This bag is also now it's starting at 73, and there's
Great.
What
not. I
happened
can't
while
change
I
it
was gone?
really.
Just the counters?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't started Pain's turn yet. It was just that I added 1 to each of the 2 things, and then I was like, wait, how many are there? And I counted how many you had and said 10. So we need something to show that there are only 14 counters left, and then we started working on that.
Alrighty. So this whole time, I only had like one thing in my head, like while going to St. Petersburg, and it was like the Geneva song from Final Fantasy VII. As I'm like walking that way, like I think that's the Geneva song. As I go there, and it's just like, I do what action, and that's what happens.
I love the idea that you just slow walk angrily towards the military base.
That's
And
right.
he is a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, rude.
Sorry.
And then I didn't think this far ahead.
That's 3.
Oh shoot! I still have to discard a card.
Yeah,
Wait, right?
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
he's only
'cause
gonna
it's
draw
the
one for the
epidemic.
epidemic.
Oh, come on.
Here. OG.
You could.
Look at
Take
this.
New York with your last
Oh
action!
yes, yes, nice.
He could also fly to New York
Why would I want to go there?
because you like singing about it.
True. I will say, going to New York recently in real life, I'm like, I can see why people like this place.
Nice.
They got good food. That's what. Wait, did I give you what? Do you have too many cards now?
I just counted it at 7.
How many cards
So
do
I
you
need to
have?
do something with him on my
Okay.
next turn, basically.
You can give them back to me.
I could.
Well, strictly speaking, if you didn't care about that aerosol unit, you could discard your 3 yellow cards and your stem cells Jakarta to
Oh, shit.
pure yellow.
He's right.
That might be
That might be
a good
better.
use for him.
Because we can keep red under control with quarantines and vaccines.
And then whenever, then like I could try to give you one of my like Bangkok, and you could use that to get the aerosol spray back. Wait, no, that's yellow. Never mind. My bad.
Or just take cartoon, and then that way you don't have to get rid of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wait, our tomb has a thing, a base on it. It's
Oh,
time for you to
shit.
march again.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you can't take it.
No, it's all yours, buddy. There goes my hero.
Jakarta.
Jakarta.
Oh, that's
come
unfortunate.
on. Well, I have an aerosol spray for that.
All right, here's the problem.
Oh, but
2
it's
and
gonna
3 chance of
break.
that spreading.
It's gonna outbreak, and I'm so far away in turns from being able to do something.
Hey guys, it's time.
It might be
It
2 and
might
3.
be. We can look first and see if it's time, but it might be. Because Beijing and Jakarta, we're gonna get one of them.
Oh yeah. One of the 2. Hong Kong,
God.
safe.
That's nice.
Atlanta.
No
Atlanta.
fucking way.
All right, you're safe this turn.
But
The heart of the
unless we figure out something to do with it, we're gonna have to do something more than the heart of the cards.
I mean, it's my turn, and I have a grenade belt. I can
You
fly
know,
to you,
it's-
walk down, and blow one of them up.
It's 2. It's 2 places are gonna outbreak. We can't let Jakarta outbreak.
We can't let.
Beijing-
But if Beijing goes off, it'll be our first collapsing city, and I don't want
What
that
does a
either.
collapsing city do?
Discard one of the city's color to drive or ferry into the city. So just moving into the city, you have to discard a card to do.
So
I know that would be
the-
bad.
So the thing with Beijing though is
Ye-
it's deeper in the stack, I think. Oh wait, no, because that's never mind, because that's the one we just.
Yeah, that was the
Never mind.
3. Yeah, the next 2 cards are Beijing and Jakarta.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, okay, so if either one of them break, because if Jakarta breaks,
It spreads to
That's-
Chennai.
it's
which we-
actually going to spread to Chennai, which is bad, and also make Bangkok harder
Bangkok
to get to
and
and Sydney.
Yeah.
But Beijing would be our first.
Flip the table.
Kinder's right.
Fuck this.
Excuse me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Pretty bad.
Don't worry, it is all under control. There goes
So I have-
hero.
I have Tokyo in hand, so I could fly to Tokyo, walk up to Beijing, use the grenade belt, and step out. but that would take my whole action, and I would be stuck in Shanghai watching Beijing. I can't save both, and I don't think Knight can either. Which means even if Pain were to take a Scar to postpone it by a turn, it's not going to stop it.
Yeah, so this is the question is how much do we give for this? Because Knight has Hong Kong in his hand. So he could, and Shanghai. So Knight could go to, actually, if Knight goes to Shanghai with the card in his hand, steps into Beijing, quarantine, step out, then it'll absorb that. And if you fly to me, step into Jakarta, grenade belt,
or grenade, either way.
Or yeah, both.
Well, if you're gonna aerosol spray it, I can just
That's
quarantine.
true. I'll probably aerosol spray it.
And then I can save the grenade belt for like dealing with Los Angeles or something.
But that is 2 people's whole turns.
Just
and,
to stop this, yeah.
And
the
Pain
Scar.
would have to take the Scar.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's worth it. What do you guys think?
Do it.
I mean,
I wasn't
it's
listening.
so much. It's
a
so
lot.
much.
It's a lot to give for that, and the whole time we're counting down towards the next epidemic.
Yeah.
It's very much not
We
staying
should-
ahead of the fight.
We should have at least through EOG's turn safe from epidemic, though.
Hang on. Damn it. I don't have any.
Why don't you?
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't work anyway. I was trying to think of if there was a way for me to, like, walk to the research station, equip one of the aerosol units on one of my cards, fly to EOG, and just go aerosol Jakarta. But I don't have any vaccines on me because I never went and picked any up. And that would, even if I had a vaccine on me, that would still be 5 actions. 2, 3, equipping, and vaccinating. Yeah.
So
And I think
the other
the only way
option
we,
is you
yeah,
just
the only way
move
we
me away.
stop it. Well, it won't. A fated won't go into that city that you're
Oh,
in,
that's
though.
right. I'm not actually in danger.
No.
I thought I was in danger of getting a Scar.
I'm in danger.
Hang on.
This is really tough. The game was like, you guys are enjoying this too much.
How dare you assume such a comment?
Well, I don't want to. I mean, he still has 2 Scar slots, but he already has 1 Scar. And that whole
Yes.
having to discard cards every turn thing.
Yep, it could be really bad. It's not an action to be taken lightly, but it is an action we have.
But it would take literally 2 whole turns.
So the biggest. So if we can somehow deal with Beijing, just so it doesn't go fallen, then the biggest drawback we have
Is
would
Shanai will
be
turn.
Shanai,
True.
and making it a little bit harder to get into Beijing and or to Bangkok and Sydney.
I have a silly thought.
Damn it! Yeah.
Wouldn't it be kind of easier for us if Shanai turns because we can vaccinate it and then we can't even get black cubes there?
I mean, that is a thing, so that is an
I was-
option.
Actually, just thinking.
How dare
I
you
was
start
actually
thinking
just
without us?
Trying to think. If I had a vaccine token on me right now, I could fly to EOG, take 2 steps to Shanai, and vaccinate that.
Fly
And
me
then
to
when-
EOG.
And then when that went off, it wouldn't spread. Similarly, Beijing would still fall if we did it that way, but if someone were to just vaccinate Shanai, it wouldn't spread at all because we roadblocked the other direction.
Interesting. Damn, that's tough. I didn't think about that. Man, I wish we all just had 1 vaccine on us. Just from
Yeah,
the
that's one of the
start.
reasons that on my first turn I was like, I just want to grab 2 vaccines just so I have them, you know?
And you did.
I did not, sadly.
Oh.
Instead, I equipped a C4 and a grenade belt.
Still worth it.
Just hang on. Bangkok, where's that?
Just thinking.
Here. And Tokyo is there. Alright, I just need to take 7 actions this turn. We'll be fine.
Well, yeah, I don't know. If even 5 actions, you could go to Cairo, jump up to Delhi, take the vaccines, step down to Chennai and use one, but you can't get that far.
Yeah.
I'll be back in just a
All
second.
I've got that can help at this point is the grenade belt.
Hmm. Aren't we looking smart for putting that roadblock up by Beijing?
Yep. I don't know.
I feel like we kind of have to. We either have to commit a lot of resources to this, or just let Jakarta go. I'll still aerosol spray it. It'll get 1 level of
2 more actions. And well, I would have to take a scar too, so I guess 3. I was about to say, when I said I needed 7 actions, if I were to fly to you, take a step here, that's 2. Discarding the grenade belt does not take an action.
Okay.
Then fly to Tokyo, so that's 3. 4, 5 into Beijing, and then a 6 to drop a cord team, and then I would need a 7 to get out. That's how much I need to solve both issues.
Yep. That's pretty strong.
So, on the other end of this, if we protect Jakarta and let Beijing fall, then we could. It becomes fallen or collapsing, so it's harder to get in and out of it. But once it's quarantined or once it's vaccinated, we don't really have to go there anymore anyway.
It is out of the way.
I'm just under the assumption that when the game ends, it's gonna be like, how well do you guys think you did? You know,
A baker's dozen.
With like a scoring system that's gonna be like, how many cities are fallen, how many are collapsed, you know, how many, you know, stuff like that. So I've been trying to prevent panic levels from happening.
Sure, I mean, if we end up with a city that's collapsing out of this whole mess,
we've done really good.
I'd say that's pretty damn good.
In fact, how many cities do we have that are even at 3? We got Riyadh.
Riyadh.
And Beijing.
Riyadh.
Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't see it because Pat's hat was in the way.
Sorry. It's a big old hat. I think
And
it's
we
just going to
could
be up
just
to
let
us.
Beijing fall.
It's Beijing or Jakarta.
So
Basically,
the thing
that's
is, Jakarta doesn't have any panic on it yet.
Yep. So the
Yeah, I
the
mean,
big
we could-
penalty is Chennai. The other
We could protect
penalty-
Beijing instead.
That's
Yeah,
the
the
thing,
other
is
penalty
potentially.
is it'll be
The
harder for
only
me
reason,
to get to Bangkok.
if Beijing was not currently at level 3, I would 100% say let it fall. All it's going to do is spread 1 zombie to Shanghai. Who gives a shit? You know?
Well,
So from a game mechanics perspective, Beijing falling isn't that bad.
Right. Where this is going to spread 3 zombies out, and one of them's going to turn a city into a zombie city.
which isn't the worst at this point because of vaccines. 'Cause
Right,
it's-
but we don't have enough aerosol sprays to do that constantly, so it's going to take double vaccines for all of those places.
Yep.
So it's probably better to stop Jakarta from falling. Are we sure I can't throw my my grenade belt from Jakarta to Beijing? Just yeet.
Carpet bomb.
Just drop it as you're flying over.
From downtown.
From downtown.
To
Hey, guys,
New
catch!
York. Huh?
I know. I do kind of like the idea of trying to keep from losing any cities
I know.
into that collapsing tier, but
Sometimes the hardest thing to do is say goodbye.
Nah.
Not for me.
Bye, guys.
Blow it up.
It's always the first hit. It's like when you're playing a game and you're like, no, I don't want to take any damage, and then you finally take damage and you're like, health is a resource, bitch.
Right?
It's the first. It's always the first hit.
Well, I
that's the
didn't want
hardest.
any of the cities to get unstable. And then when they did, it was like, yeah, whatever. And then one of them hit 2, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And I didn't care about 3 because it was the same color. But now we're on our first that's going to hit 4.
It is possible, Aruga, but I have that turned off in theory.
We literally tried the first game.
I just
Settings
clicked
potent-
it, but when I clicked it, it came up with a pop-up that said, do you want to flip the table? Yes or no? And so I went, I guess
No.
not.
See.
No, it's fine.
It is
So-
turned off on the permission.
Our options are one of these 2 places has to fall, and I spend my whole turn saving the other one, or we use all of my turn and Knight's turn and give Pain a Scar to save both.
Yes.
I
There goes
think we're
my
probably just
hero.
save one of them.
All right, which one?
How much do we not want collapsing is the big question.
That's really
The
the
thing
only
is-
question.
I don't think that so I really don't want it to happen, but at the same time, we're gonna spend hang on.
I did it, guys.
Discard 1 card of the city's color to drive.
Oh shit!
What do you do?
Wait. Oh wait.
Ah,
Oh shit!
Woo!
Woo!
A threat from the
No,
east.
Stop it! Stop it! You're pushing
Oh,
all the
no.
stuff off the...
yeah,
Wait a
you keep
second.
doing that.
Oh, I could have
There you
typed it in there the whole time.
Yep.
I held that
Keep
plus
making
button.
Things bigger, and they keep spreading things around. And I keep saying we're gonna have to lock stuff down on the table.
Theoretically, you can undo the table flip. Whether or
Uh,
not it's going to be completely successful would be
To drive ferry into the city. Okay, so if we let Beijing fall, hopefully it'll be our only fallen city. But someone will have to discard a red card to get to Beijing, but then quarantine or vaccinate it, and then they can just step out without discarding a card, and then we'll never have to worry about it again. You know?
yeah.
You just have Beijing and an aerosol in your hand, and you're like, I'm ready.
Right?
It's time for your time to shine, Axe.
I think if we have to choose one of the two, I think if the game is going to score us at the end, it'll probably score us more harshly for letting cities that weren't virus cities become virus cities than it would for letting a city go to fallen.
100% victory, 0 fallen.
0 fallen.
Well, it's-
cities.
If we let
It's not
Beijing
actually
go, it's not
fallen.
fallen yet.
It's collapsing.
It's just collapsing.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It
I
just
would
means
not
that
be
we have
okay
to
with
deal with it
becoming
before we draw it again.
Option number whatever, nuke it.
No.
It's not a fallen city if it doesn't exist anymore.
Actually, so was I don't remember. No, I forget now. Oh.
Simply having a wonderful
Well,
Christmas time.
Let's protect Jakarta.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards. I just didn't want to make the call myself, you know.
Do it, coward!
You got that next turn, EOG?
Yeah, I'll go in and aerosol it.
So that's me flying to you and taking 2 steps and dropping a quarantine on the way through. That's 4 moves. That said, actually, hang on before I commit to that. You're in Kinshasa, he's in St. Petersburg. None of those are great. Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at because instead of walking out of Jakarta, I could have flown to one of them. But where I'm at on my next turn, I can take one step up and grab this mass of vaccines.
And then you can start helping with the vaccinations.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, Hup. Taipei and Istanbul.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Oh
unfortunate.
no! Oh no!
That is
That was
unfortunate.
unfortunate. It was very unfortunate. All right, here we go. I wonder what this is going to be. Jakarta.
Well, good
guess
thing.
we're
Oh, wow.
quarantined. I wonder what this is going to be. Washington.
Wait,
Washington?
In a fucking second.
Hold on.
what?
How?
How did we miscalculate that?
I don't know, but I'm not gonna. I'm okay with it.
Was I just wrong on
Okay,
the number of turns
okay.
that took place?
So when we
Ah.
dropped the first epidemic, we had that epidemic plus 2 cards in the stack afterwards, and we were still on the first epidemic stack of stuff in the mix.
Wait. Yeah.
So
and?
we luck of the drawed on the one and quarantined the one that, well, not really luck, but we quarantined the one that was guaranteed to come out of it. Hong Kong or Beijing is still somewhere in this stack.
I thought Beijing...
It's somewhere in the next 14 cards.
What? Wow, did I just really misunderstand how we were set
Oh,
up?
right. 'cause you dropped
I think we all
Beijing and
did.
shuffled it into your 17 and then flipped it on top. And then you drew 2
I think
cards.
we all
And
forgot.
he dropped Jakarta.
Wow, I was assuming that it was part of the...
I think we all
Wow.
forgot. I
Yeah,
think
we
we all
did.
forgot.
Yay!
Holy shit. Can you
All
imagine
right.
how mad Salty would have been
If I'd have gone
if
with
he had
Beijing
saved
instead.
if he had saved Beijing instead?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now that means what I need to do is get.
Taipei, Osaka, and Beijing are all at risk.
Yes.
So I guess what I
Osaka's
need to
fairly
do
safe.
is.
Well, oh yeah, Osaka's quarantined. So the worst that happens to it is it gets a 1 next to it. But
Yeah,
Taipei and
how do I
Beijing are
get
both at
there?
risk.
But if you...
The
You have
question is, how do I
Shanghai
get
in
there?
hand. You have Shanghai
But
in
I
hand.
can't
You
fly
can
to.
there.
What I was thinking about that before. I can't
Oh,
fly to
fuck.
Shanghai.
You can't fly to rioting cities. I forgot about that.
Oh. I forgot about that.
Which means I can't fly to Tokyo either.
Womp
Shitballs.
womp.
I didn't know that.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3. So I could get to Beijing and drop a quarantine, but I would not be able to get out of Beijing. So
That's
I would
possible.
need Salty to get me out of there
Oh, I could
before my
definitely
turn.
do
Okay, so I have an aerosol
Actually-
spray and vaccines. I could get to Beijing on my turn and vaccinate it, but I wouldn't be able to get Jakarta.
that. I should have grenade built in Jakarta then. Wait, hang on. EOG.
I think getting a quarantine into Beijing would be good. We don't know how deep in the stack Beijing is.
Right.
Right. I'm thinking here. So your aerosol spray is the yellow card.
Yeah.
And you have enough yellow cards right now to cure yellow.
I do.
Or to use an aerosol spray 3 times.
True.
We don't have a lot of yellow that's in play.
So if he was to go to Beijing and quarantine it, so it's safe for now.
Mm-hmm.
And
You would have to
then
get him out.
instead of getting him out, oh right, damn it, you don't have riot gear yet. I was gonna say instead of getting him out, I can just fly you to him, and then on your turn you start off and go aerosol done, and then leave.
Right. They've
Well,
already
that would
in
be-
order to,
Oh right.
I mean,
sure,
that would-
yeah.
Oh yeah, because you'd have to actually come up and do that for that to be effective.
Well, if you
So I think it makes sense to get the quarantine in Beijing, regardless of whether I get. It just means Salty has to move me out, or it has
Yeah.
to be vaccinated before that.
something has to done, yeah.
So drop that. I hop here, 2, 3,
Uh,
and
He's falling
Oh,
over.
I don't know, man. It says you got a hazmat suit on your head. You should be fine.
Shoot him.
All right. Essen.
You go into a city full of zombies, and you're like, "All right, everybody, calm down. Go back to your houses."
So I just need one more blue card, and I can cure blue.
Yep.
Nice.
We do need you to get up
Bogota.
there on your next
Oh, yeah.
turn, because we've got 2 pretty bad spots up there.
Montreal.
Montreal, the place where they make eggs.
Oh,
Sure,
what?
that's true.
Oh, sure. Okay.
All right. Eggs.
Eggs. Hey, Pretty Abby, what's up?
Well, you
Yeah,
can
I'm
do
not-
our.
Not happy with Atlanta and
forecast.
Washington here.
Time to forecast.
Yeah,
That's
Taipei
turning when I do that.
is gonna blow
Because
up.
you're putting it on the circles.
Johannesburg.
I know.
2, 3.
Johannesburg is.
Johannesburg is fine.
Johannesburg's fine.
It's
Taipei is gonna blow up.
it's my time.
So I could.
I could go here in aerosol instead.
Stop trying to take away my hero status.
I go 1, 2 aerosol, and then swap a yellow card to get the aerosol back, and I would be in
Yep.
Taipei.
It is pandemic time.
And then on
But
my
not a-
I
turn,
don't. If
and then on my turn,
That's
I
not
can
a
move
bad-
you down to Manila and fly Knight to you. That way, on his turn, he can fly out of there to any white or orange.
I
So
I,
if-
I don't know where I want to be because I've still got 3. I've got 3 vaccines and it only takes 1 to use an aerosol. So if I'm gonna keep swapping out aerosols, I don't need to go pick up anymore.
Sure.
Not for a
So
little.
that would I. That seems. I think that's a fine path, and then you can go to Shanghai next and vaccinate Shanghai, and
Yeah.
then
There,
that
there
corner
is
would
another
be a
option
mistake.
of me going to Jakarta and using the aerosol and ranged quarantining Taipei. I could do that.
yeah, that's the.
And to
Also a fine-
ranged quarantine. And then
That would
Yeah,
also
a good
keep-
call.
it would
That keeps the
go
faded from
there-
spreading to Chennai as well.
Yeah, if I go, that would be 1 move,
Shanae.
2 to vaccinate, 3 to range quarantine, and 4 to pick up the aerosol again. So that would be my whole turn, but it would be good.
If you,
Kind of deals with 2 of them.
this is a dumb idea.
Let's do
If
it.
you moved up to Taipei, 1, 2, sprayed it, and then moved to Shanghai and just waited. Like you'll have to get the aerosol spray back next turn. Then on my turn, I can move up here, grab vaccines, fly to you, and vaccinate Shanghai. And then I could start heading off towards Tokyo while you get your
You need
aerosol
to
sprays
move Night
laid out. Oh, right. Yep. So that's not going to happen. You're right. Cool.
Yeah, that's a problem.
No, I think then spraying Jakarta and quarantining Taipei is probably a better call.
Yeah, and then I kind of like we need to try to get this under control, but I also
I'm trying.
we need night to get up to blue.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. I have no blue cards in hand. Wow, that blows.
I've got 2.
Well, because I was looking at, I can fly people. So, like, on my turn, if I had Atlanta in hand, I could just fly them to Atlanta.
Yeah, I
could
mean-
get better too if I draw a blue card, then
You could cure blue.
I could cure blue. So
It
You
also
and-
depends on
you
where-
and Knight are both 1 card away from curing
unfortunate that we don't share that way, huh?
blue.
Right.
Okay.
It also
so-
depends on where we send Pain.
Pain's going to
Aerosol
mark down to
unit.
cartoon.
Discard when vaccinating. Use 1 dose of vaccine to remove all faded and vaccinate. Not an action. But it says when vaccinating, so I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
you're
I still
still
have to
using
spend
the
an
vaccinate action. It's just not, yeah. That's what I'm imagining.
Actually, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Nope. Gonna leave this right there. Okay, so that's 1 less vaccine for me, and a bunch less faded for Jakarta.
Not Jarkuda.
That was 1, 2, and then we ranged quarantine
Taipei.
Taipei to protect it this one time.
And that's an Oh, it's 6. We need to do 6 cities.
Then my last action probably should go ahead and pick up the aerosol
Yeah.
so I can have more actions ready next turn. Which one should I swap? Miami or Los
Neither of one of these are particularly useful unless you want to fly somewhere.
And they're pretty close to each other, so it doesn't really matter.
I would probably keep Los Angeles, just in case, because it's another zombie city you might want to cure. That said, you're probably just going to end up swapping it out for the aerosol again.
I have 6 cards in hand right now, so I'm gonna have to discard after I draw, unless I draw a blue.
Unless you draw an epidemic.
Don't you even?
It's the heart of the cards.
I don't think you can. I think pain is the next potential.
All
Is
right,
where we're
here
at
we
risk
go.
again.
Shoop doop.
Oh my god.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can cure
Cure it.
yellow
Do it.
and keep the aerosol.
Oh.
I think
can
that
do
I
it,
have
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
It's way better than
Just
discarding
set this
them.
off. There you go.
And then, okay, so yellow is cured.
Huzzah!
Not what I wanted to cure with the stem cells, but I'll take it.
And you can always trade Osaka for the stem cells again.
I will if we don't get blue cured by the time it comes back around to me.
The problem is,
Um,
if we want to do as much damage to this board as we can, we can't cure everything. So we
I
need
want
to cure,
yellow
we
and
need
blue.
to cure blue. We don't need to cure black.
Yeah,
Yep.
like black
Right
is
away.
barely in this deck.
let's
Is
see.
barely a threat for us.
Okay, so we've vaccinated 3 cities so far. 6 puts us at our objective met, which is fine.
And once if pain blows up Khartoum, that puts us at that objective.
Yes.
So then once we cure the things, we win.
It says if you succeed, destroy this at the end of the game. Does that, because we have more than 3 vaccinated, but does that mean do it this game or just have them vaccinated? Probably doesn't matter with our current trajectory, but still a question.
I think that's the total.
succeed at
Have
the
6
objective.
total vaccinated.
Okay,
Oh.
cool. Then we're at 4.
I think, but I don't know.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Anyway, and my turn. Well, oh no, Taipei, Johannesburg. I'll take that quarantine back.
All right. Monsieur Pain.
Yeah, so I walked into Jakarta, fucking aerosol bombed, picked it back up off the ground, and refilled it with Axe. And then I just looked at Taipei. I was like, "You're fucking
Don't you
next.
fucking
and
dare.
Don't you go anywhere. You're next."
And then
Calling my
He's
shot.
gonna- so what? You're just gonna march through a chain of quarantine
Dum,
cities
dum,
to
dum.
Taipei and spray it, pick
That-
the spray back up, and then march up to Beijing.
If you don't move me, then the only one of those 2 I can reach is Taipei. So yeah, that's how that's gonna go.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, they both need to get sprayed. I can move you though if it's necessary.
We'll see. But yeah,
Hang on.
Kane's turn.
Stop.
What? Never. You can't stop me. Holden.
I think our counts are off.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing.
Oh.
So that was Knight and EOG's turn, and then Pain's turn. There, and then that removes 6 more from here. There you go.
and then
Did we change EOG's counter?
Yeah, I had 3. I dropped it down to 2.
Okay.
Wait, that doesn't add up then. Wait, 10. That's 21, and 2 is 23. Okay, you used 1, so that should add back in there. Okay, got it.
and then we flash cut to St. Petersburg in the rubble as we see me holding up a scientist military man is like, "Where's the medical gear? Medical gear Rex, tell me."
Where? No.
And then I see in the corner a plane ticket to Khartoum, and so I shoot him in the kneecap and say, "Liquid!" And then I sneak in. It is a whole video game worth of escapism.
Dun, dun, dun,
That-
dun, dun.
And then at the end, that we and I kung fu fight an old man. We're both shirtless, and then ba-boom! I blow it up. But Medical Gear Rex isn't there.
No!
No.
Well, you
Where
got rid of
is
2 of
she?
the 5 base.
Hey,
Only 3 more to
Epidemic.
go. Oh no. That means that Beijing is not and Taipei are both not safe now.
Don't worry.
Beijing was not. No, Beijing is safe now.
Oh right,
Yeah,
Taipei
Beijing
is
is
not.
still Beijing is in the draw.
Blade, so this is Pandemic Legacy. So we've been playing since January once a month, and we're trying to protect the world against the pandemic month to month. And we had a big twist 2 months ago,
No.
and it's all out in the open in this month. We've discovered
Miami gets 3.
we've discovered the
right,
cause
stop.
of the worst disease. This is the uncurable zombie disease. Came from in the military,
Wait,
and now
oh,
we're
yeah.
blowing up military bases. It's crazy.
So we got confused last time, so I want to not get confused this time and make note of what is in here before we shuffle it. There you go. That's what's in
Taipei,
here.
Taipei is
No
the
black
biggest
cards.
risk.
Taipei,
Taipei
Hong
is-
Kong, and Jakarta are both
That's
vaccinated.
totally free.
I would
Miami
say
has
Make it
3 on
my
it.
turn.
Atlanta and
Miami,
Washington.
Atlanta and Washington all have 3 on them, and Taipei.
Ooh,
Yeah.
And they all are going.
oh, right
There's
there.
outbreak chain.
Well, Miami
this
won't
is-
outbreak chain the other two.
No, but Atlanta and Washington would both outbreak chain through each
Yeah,
other
that's pretty bad
Why would
setup.
why would Miami not outbreak chain the other two?
Because it'll be a yellow
because
cube.
it's going to push yellow.
Gotcha. That's
Okay.
terrible, and I don't like it. So
lot of
it might
restriction.
be hero time depending on what you draw.
We'll find out. It's always on the table right now.
Oh, I get
Oh,
to
and he has
draw
to
3.
Ugh,
Yep.
Gross. Oh, we gotta. Ooh. You know, it's very possible we lose the first game of the month just to make this vaccinations happen.
Dun dun.
All right.
Washington,
Oh.
Pagoda, Atlanta.
No.
And then
Oh.
my medical senses are
Okay.
tingling.
Okay.
His medical sense.
How do we fix this?
Easy. I get shot in my kidney as everything
okay.
goes back.
Let me.
Well,
let me
that buys
show
us
you
a
guys-
turn.
Yeah,
That buys a
us
turn.
guys
One
what
turn.
What we're doing here. You may do self-sacrifice at any time. It no longer requires an action. Well, what is self-sacrifice, you might ask? I think it's on our cards.
Yeah, it's right there.
There, yeah. It's the black.
Yep,
the,
there it is. You can add a scar to your character to skip the infect step this turn. Now, it says on the second part, if you have no room for a scar, your character's lost. So that right here, you can get 2 things that are really bad. Pain has one.
I can get 3.
Bad, obsessed.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
end your
Pain
turn with an
Pain can
even
have
number of
3.
cards, you discard one.
I can-
Yeah, so we gave him hero and another scar spot, so he can hurt himself to save our world, basically.
It's what Solid Snake would have wanted.
Hang on. So here's the thing. We got to think this through. So if these 2 go off, when Washington goes off, it's going to send one here and here and trigger that,
Trigger that.
which is going to send one here and here. And then when this goes off, it's going to send a second, trigger that, which will trigger that.
Which will put a 3rd one in Chicago.
Oh, it's. Which will also trigger Miami because that will be the 4th one going into Miami
Oh my god.
Oh,
if I count it
shit.
right.
Yeah, it will, because both of them are
1,
gonna trigger
2,
twice.
So yeah,
Both
that
of
would
them
be
trigger twice.
yeah.
Atlanta and Washington would both trigger one twice, and Montreal and Miami would both trigger once.
Worst
It's
case
so
scenario.
big.
So,
For tabletop sims, some of the games are fully scripted. Some of them are partially scripted. This one
Most
has
of them are not scripted
almost
at all.
Yeah, this one has very little scripting, if any.
we've got extensive rules, but not really any scripting.
So
Rules and
the
open
question,
these
though,
when the cards
is-
tell you to.
the question though is, what can I
What
even
can
do?
Salty do?
Because if he puts this off for 1 turn, he's going to take a scar for me to what? I could walk up to Delhi, fly to Atlanta, and take a cube off of it. That's 3 actions. I can't stop Washington.
But it would be 1 outbreak instead of 4.
6.
No,
But
it
I'll break
wouldn't.
instead of 6.
No, it wouldn't, because when you draw Washington, hang on, you would when you draw Washington, It would
It'll
remove a
send a
cube.
cube to Atlanta.
It'll send a cube to Atlanta, then you
Okay,
draw
well,
Atlanta, so it'll only stop
I-
one of the 4.
If I take a step to Delhi, fly here, and then clean 2 cubes, that would be 4 actions.
It's ridiculous.
And we'd
yeah, so
still-
scripting
Washington
is
would still go off.
scripting is what does the would implement different rules in the game. So Payne will love this, but he could potentially take 2 rules or 2 scars
He
to
might
delay it 2
have to.
turns,
No,
which
why would he
gets
have
me into play. Well, so if
to?
you clean up, if you started on your turn cleaning up and then get me there for my turn, then
Well, that's the thing is
that
if
second
I don't-
delay.
If I don't take 2 cubes out of Atlanta, then
The-
Washington's going to put
that's
a cube
where-
in Atlanta, and Atlanta's going to trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's where
So-
Payne taking this 2 scars, basically skipping 2 infects.
Yeah, he
Oh.
skips
Gets
his
me into
and
play.
yours, and all you have to do is get Knight into one of those 2 blue cities, and he can fix both.
And Miami
That's
and a
two
bunch
But
of
then
other-
he would be
Scars.
maxed out on stars.
You'd
Yes,
be maxed out on
yes.
scars.
And then I can finally sacrifice myself in the
No,
last
No,
game.
We need to steal your research.
In the last
we-
game. In the last
In the
game.
on the last turn.
Yeah.
Okay, but you might want to sacrifice yourself twice in the next game.
Well, that's a future problem we have to deal with.
This is bad.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
How
it's-
long?
It's
Knight,
not
how
good.
hard would it be for you to get over there? As in London and Milan.
Well, you
I
have
have
to move
nothing
Knight up
close.
anyway.
Oh, I do. So I can't move to Atlanta and take 2 cubes because I have to move Knight.
You would have to, yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, it's too bad that if we had blue cured,
I know.
Yeah.
It's,
If we had blue
uh,
cured, then I would just fly you in and walk you around in a circle.
exactly.
Yeah. Shit. And we're not even close. Like, we're close in 2 spots, but like you guys don't have any to give to us.
The other option is you sacrifice one of your turns to do a self-sacrifice. You're going to take a scar,
Interesting.
but you would take 3 turns, and
Oh,
we could
shit.
postpone it.
Yeah, what makes Payne special is he can.
I can
without
do it
taking
whenever.
action.
Right. Yeah?
Now, I want to point something out here.
No.
We're not delaying the next epidemic. We're delaying the infection pile, which
Yeah.
means our infection pile is going to be smaller on the next epidemic,
Yep. Which is bad.
which is really bad because if you delay it twice and during that time we draw another epidemic, then the only card we can draw is the one that puts 3 out.
And we don't have anything to.
We don't. Yeah,
We don't have protection
really
from
can't.
epidemics right now.
Right.
Protection in terms of cards, card draw. We have no guaranteed card draw before the next one. That is. And yeah, Clank is pretty good. Is pretty cool. I like Clank a lot.
Ratchet and Clank.
Definitely.
Ratchet Legacy.
I'm going to
This
keep that
is
joke to
fucking
myself.
Shitty. This is crazy how twice this has done this shit to us.
Right.
It is time.
I mean, I don't think we have a lot of a choice but for Payne to do this turn.
Yeah.
Where's
The
my
question is,
scar?
what do we do on Salty's turn?
Well, you're gonna have to just draw. I think this is set to random already. Yeah, that'll work.
It is, but I'll hit the
Alright.
random button again. What do you end up
There
with?
goes our hero.
Discard 1 card every time an epidemic card is revealed.
Oh,
That
I mean, it's
sucks.
not bad right at the moment.
That sucks, but it could be so much worse. There are scars that are real bad. I'm gonna look in here actually, just to look at what some of them can be. You can't build vaccine factories or enter a city with a vaccine factory. You need an extra card of a disease color to discover a cure. That's not so bad for Payne.
Yeah, everyone steals my research anyway.
spend 1 additional action every time you treat disease in a city that's rioting.
No, go back
fallen.
one. No. Go back to Scar 3.
I did.
Yeah,
I
that
made driver ferry no more than 2 times. on
that
your turn.
would ruin me.
Oh yeah, for
Because
you.
that works on I can't move you guys or myself. Move all total moves less than 2 or less.
Well, it would be. Is driver ferry, right? You could always do the
You can
move
do
to
flight-
somebody else.
flights.
Oh yeah.
Lose an action if you start your turn in the region where you got this scar.
God. Well, so he's gotten lucky both times. So the question is, what the actual hell am I gonna do now? Actually, with him having those 2 scars, the 2 that are making him discard shit, that are gonna make him discard shit, him being the researcher isn't really gonna be all that useful.
It doesn't help. Doesn't help nearly as much. Okay, so
Oh, hey Rick, what's up? It's been a while.
Rick,
Rick is a political man? You scum.
if you do take the sacrifice, you can get me to Atlanta. And then from there, my turn, I can clean up Atlanta, Washington, and Miami, all 3 of them, and they're no longer a problem.
Wait, do I discard this since an epidemic came in?
No, you got it after the.
You got that
pandemic.
after.
Just making sure.
'Cause you can
I
take
mean,
a
you
scar
got the
anytime,
scar
so you didn't take
after
it
the
until the
epidemic.
infection.
I hate this.
We're putting ourselves in some really bad
I mean-
states here.
It's awesome. This is how it's always should be. Don't worry, Salty. I got you covered. I got another kidney.
No.
Yes.
I've got 2 kidneys. And we know what's coming this time. We need you for when when it pops up and we're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
So next
the
turn?
other
Yeah.
probably.
the other factor is I don't know if we have enough blue cubes for that infection, for that outbreak chain to happen
I know.
without losing it.
Well,
I think we end up running out of. I think there's a good chance we end up running out of the blue cubes. I'm not.
So here's the
positive on
thing.
count.
Here's what it comes down to. The only way I can stop this from being absolutely bonkers, like if I fly there and I pull a cube off Atlanta, Washington goes and it spreads, and then Atlanta goes and it makes Washington go, and that makes Montreal go. So instead of having 6, we'll have 4. Right? Yeah. The only way I can actually make it decent is to do that, and then only Washington goes. But by doing that, Knight takes a scar,
That leaves me here taking a scar.
which means that either I can either knock it down to 6, or knock it down from 6 to 4, or me or Knight has to take a scar.
Right. So the options are the board gets fucked or one of you 2 takes a scar.
Well, and if you move to Atlanta to clear 1, you're going to end up with a scar from the outbreak.
Oh, you're right.
You'd get a scar regardless from the outbreak.
So you either
this
leave
is
the board
bullshit.
alone, and we probably lose. Because if we leave it alone, it'll be how many outbreaks? It'll be
1,
Washington, Atlanta, and then Atlanta, Washington,
2, 3, 4,
and Montreal.
5, and Miami.
So 5 outbreaks. That's going to cost all of our
1,
blue
2.
disease, right?
Yeah, it's almost
2.
guaranteed we go through all of the cubes. I'd have to count all of them, but
We would get Washington would get hit twice and Montreal once, so New York would be at 3. Miami would get at least 3.
Miami would get 3, Mexico City and Bogota would both get 1.
So 3, 6,
Chicago
7,
would
8,
get 3.
9, 10, 11. It would take all of our
Yeah.
blue disease
Exactly
cubes.
enough.
So
Also, that would put Atlanta and Washington both at level 3 rioting, and we would lose this research station.
I gotta be honest, I was kind of hoping that we would say no, we would run out partway through
Right?
and just lose.
Another thing to keep in mind that I just realized is, yeah, if Atlanta goes off even once, we lose that research station.
That's a problem. So yeah, so essentially,
As much as I hate it, I think Salty has to
I
take
think,
the
I think Salty might
the
have to take
scar.
So I moved to
and get
here.
me to Atlanta.
Hang on. I moved to here. I moved to here. I move you to me. That's 3 actions.
Yep.
And in taking the scar is a 4th action, which means I can't even grab the vaccines on my way through. Fucking bullshit.
Dude,
Oh yeah,
no,
it is
It's
terrible.
it's bad.
And we still could draw Taipei at the end of Knight's turn. No, we can't. We could draw it at the end of EOG's turn. But he'll have cured it by then.
I'll have cured it by then.
Okay. Alright.
Man, I'm sorry, Salty, but you know.
Join the Scar Gang.
That ruins my moving people around.
Something nice. Come on, something nice.
Overcautious. You need 1 extra card of a cure.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's
That's
fine.
fine.
Shit anyway.
That's not the bad.
No problem.
I think I've only cured something once.
Because he uses his card. Well, you know, you don't use your cards to fly people around anymore, so you could cure it at easy.
Sometimes.
You've been playing Black Ops zombie mode.
Okay.
Don't you?
I don't like
We
Black
have taken
Ops.
two
I don't really like
back-to-back
Call of Duty at all.
Self-sacrificed scars now.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Scar I could have.
I don't know.
This nonsense. Some of you may die.
Never played Silent Hill, so.
Okay. That
Eh.
was bullshit. And
You know the saddest part is
Should I-
we're
Riyadh.
we're all
Wait.
protecting Pain right now because Pain could have done it, but he would have taken his 3rd scar, and that means he wouldn't be able to do it next game without dying.
EOG.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm still one. I was about to say, oh look, I just drew 2 black cards. I'm now gonna have to discard a card, but I have enough to cure black if I didn't get that scar. But no, black's the one that still needs 5.
Yeah, it's the one that still needs 5. Also, we really need to cure blue
We need to cure
and then
blue.
eradicate.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, hang on. I need to look at my cards for just a second. This shouldn't take long. I just need to.
This is like
None of my
Uno.
black cards have equipment on them, so
Brutal.
I'm just gonna go ahead and discard one of them. I don't even give a shit. I'm gonna keep Riyadh because that has a vaccine facility on it. Now I can fly to it.
No, Riyadh's here. It doesn't have a vaccine.
Oh wait, that's Delhi.
It's Delhi.
God damn it.
Okay.
All right, where's Istanbul? Is there? I don't give a fuck. Karachi is there. Should I? Okay, well I'm just gonna discard.
So 1, 2.
When you get rid of your yellow, does that have an item on it?
Yeah, it's C4 on it.
Oh. You get rid of.
3.
I'm sorry. I can't help myself. Chat's been kind of going. I've been focusing and not paying attention. Rick said, "Don't get into the politics
Yeah.
thing. You'll end up being like Asmongold. That clown got banned for being a racist." I just want to point out that you can be in politics without being a racist.
Yep.
It's possible.
You would think. I mean, you'd think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Like,
then
guys,
I'm gonna
no.
get rid of.
Don't you guys? You can't care about politics. As soon as you start caring about politics, boom, racist.
All right.
All right. So
I finally chose what to discard. So hang on, just a sec.
right.
You were the last one. You were the last one to take vaccines, right?
I think so.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this should have 2 more. This should have 2 more. This should have 4 less. All right, there you go.
Almost all the vaccines are on the board right now.
Yep.
Okay, so I have 1 move left. I can go to Bogota, and that's almost all of yellow cured. Or I could go back up towards Washington to
Wait, how did you?
well
how do you have one
to,
move left?
to clean up those.
Because he was brought
'Cause I-
there.
Cured.
I cured range
And
move.
then he just accepted to hear which cured it because it was cured.
Oh, right. Awesome.
I would personally.
Probably go to Washington and then be able to pick up Atlanta or Montreal or to clean up the blue. Or
Okay, here's what
back
you
to
do.
Atlanta.
Oh wait, no, there's still 3 turns between us. Never mind. I was about to say if you fly, well, you can't fly there. That's dumb. I'm a moron. Sorry.
I would love it if Knight draws a blue card and cures it, and then
Same.
just starts parading around.
On my turn, I'm planning on going to Chicago and using my C4. That's what
Yeah.
I wanted.
Okay.
And then, but
I'm gonna-
that means after that, I still have 2 actions left, and if there's nothing else that needs to be done, I can fly knight to me. Oh, 3 actions left because using the C4 doesn't use one. Fly knight to me and walk him down to Mexico City and Bogota.
Possible.
So I could
But
just go to Bogota and
you
clear
should just
that,
go to
or I can
Bogota.
stay here. And then, because Washington and Atlanta are both going to get cubes back on them.
You know what you could do?
So I can...
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was going to say, if you walk down to Bogota and it gets cured, then, on my turn, I fly you to over here, to where Payne is, so that you can just deal with Johannesburg and be done with it.
Yeah, we still have the one on Mexico City.
But if I walk up here
I
and
can't
blow
get all
that
of them.
up, walk down here and cure that.
There's just
Anyway,
a whole lot of
anyway.
space in between.
Yeah, there's a lot of time. That sucks.
I think here gives me room to
Oh,
work on
also,
blue more.
Yeah,
oh, you know
Although,
what?
no, it doesn't.
Pagoda's in the 3 cards we're gonna draw. Go stand on
that's not
Yeah,
a bad
good point.
idea.
it.
Good point. All right, so we're gonna put some cubes back on Washington and
Oh man,
Atlanta.
what a fucking shit show that around.
I
is.
use my ability.
No.
Chicago. God fucking, of course it's Chicago. Alright, there's
Oh.
a whole on
Oh,
Chicago
wait.
now.
But okay, so I'm
Chicago
going
has the
to cure
airstrikes.
blue. I'm curing blue.
But Chicago has the airstrike.
can
I
pick it
know,
back up and use
but
it.
exactly.
I can use
Oh,
it from anywhere.
that means on your turn you could save any city with that. Or any
Yeah,
zombie
if, for every blue card I have, I don't have to use a vaccine.
city.
On a...
Okay. So that we have dug ourselves out of that mess.
I know.
For
The
now.
Holocaust was everything.
Alright, so now we need to how many vaccine cities do we have? Still 4?
Yeah.
Uh,
Not anymore.
So EOG needs to vaccinate 2 more cities, and we need to have enough black cards in hand to cure black, and then we can win whenever we say we win, and then we just do
Right.
whatever we gotta do.
Right.
All right,
Okay.
We
My
We
turn.
just got to get them.
boop.
That's good to hear, Rick.
There's only one more vaccine that can go out.
Miami.
Miami and
Jerkini.
Jakarta.
One more. One.
Miami's... No, he can only look.
Miami's.
Oh, I thought this was the end of someone's turn.
Yeah, I can only look.
No, I didn't realize it was EOG's turn. I thought you guys were flipping over.
All right. So I think since Taipei is still in play, 3 moves and an aerosol cure is probably the best thing I can do.
Yeah, probably. And fuck
Which
you,
means
Taipei!
Dropping this aerosol. And that was my whole turn, unfortunately.
Yeah, some of us had worse turns than that.
I just mean it was simple.
I
It
know.
wasn't.
Two.
It wasn't bad. It was a good turn. It was just simple.
My god, this board has been a big pain in our asses, but I am kind of sad that we only have 1 more month after this because we're making things so much better that I kind of want to play more games than yeah, fuck you, half of those cities don't do anything now.
Yeah,
But,
every
you
time
know.
we draw,
Well-
we're just like, no one cares, bitch.
So, when we're done with this, we can still play regular Pandemic on this board.
We could. I drew a grenade.
We just don't have a
we have
legacy
to do a
deck.
January game where we just play with the finished board once before scrapping it.
All
We just
right.
don't have a legacy deck to play.
Jakarta, Miami,
Johannesburg. Johannesburg has 3 now,
Um,
but it's in the discard pile for
okay,
now.
guys. I drew a yellow, which means I could spend an extra turn to get another aerosol, and I drew a grenade belt.
Ha! Yep.
Okay.
So here's the thing: you have Osaka, so you could fly into Osaka and cure it, or you could go cure Beijing, which is more of a problem.
Yeah, Beijing seems better. But yeah, end of my turn. It's Bane's turn now.
With my 3rd kidney bleeding, I say, I think I found out that there's other people. There's insurgents, and I come down here with my Glock that I found
Liquid.
Liquid.
This is my oil can, or whatever it is, and that D-Dogs is in. Everyone's playing the actual game, and then there's me,
Go around blowing stuff up.
the researcher, when they can't hold cards anymore. Oh,
Sao Paulo and Lima.
ha, 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 ha. Oh, shoot. Wait, no, I have an odd number of cards. Let's see. 1, 2. I got it, my directions.
What? Uh-oh.
Goodbye,
Where is
Lima.
Oh, no.
Taipei.
Wait.
What?
Did you do the? Oh no, you just did dirt. Okay, Taipei, we just fixed. Cool.
Doesn't matter. Montreal, not even a real place.
Surprise.
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong.
No problem.
Boom.
Wait. Yeah, no problem, bitch.
I'm
Okay.
gonna just take a scarf for principal.
No.
There
All right,
goes
so we're-
my hero.
And Rick, I don't have any plans on playing Silent Hill 2. Between the move and everything, I'm not buying a whole bunch of new stuff at the moment. I don't know.
Why are we pulling these down? What's going on?
I don't know.
Because I'm,
Ah,
doing that.
that's a good call. That's a good call.
So now when we see it, when we draw them, we can be like, oh, it's safe.
Cool.
As long as we draw them in front. Since the
What?
Giant.
decals don't show in the deck.
Well, you have to draw it out before you put it over there anyway.
Wow.
Indeed.
Okay, so you could potentially, and I don't think we need to do this, but you could potentially move me through Mexico City, Miami, Washington to Montreal to clean up that whole chain. But I can also just do that on my turn.
That would eradicate yellow.
Yeah, that's the
and it would
Mexico
save
City and Miami
Montreal.
is the Mexico City and Miami is why I take that detour for that.
Yep.
But I can also just do that on my turn.
Right. I wanted to blow up the military base in Chicago with my C4, but now it'll take an extra move because I have to move back out. Because of the
We're
faded
gonna
thing.
deal with Chicago. We
Wait,
almost.
I have a grenade belt.
You do?
Yeah, but I don't have any.
Easy peasy.
I don't have any vaccines yet. Otherwise, I walk in grenade belt, vaccine.
Yeah, just all in one. Well, you'd have to use 2 to vaccine.
You could also hop over to the vaccine factory and pick up some vaccines.
Right.
True.
Belly.
Not if I blow that up next. I've been wanting to play the Metal Gear Solid games again.
Yeah, if I fly to Delhi, grab some vaccines.
Grab them so you don't have to not grab them again in the future.
Grab like
Okay, then
5.
that's 2 actions, right? So then I either can move him Mexico, Miami, so that yellow's eradicated, and then on his turn he can deal with Montreal. Or I can fly back, go to Chicago, and then that's all my moves, but I could use a grenade belt and a C4.
Oh, interesting. It wouldn't be vaccinated, but it would be cleared.
Right.
And we don't have to worry about it showing up to put more
Yeah, it's like fucking
there.
10 more cards deep.
Well, that we got that one on a card draw, didn't we?
But whenever he
Yeah, it's
looked at the 2 before he drew the thing while there were 17 in discard, one of the 2 was Chicago.
Oh, yeah, but we're never going to get to that.
That's why I said it's like 10 cards deep.
10 cards deep with the big chicken salad.
Well, what do you guys want? I mean, what do you think?
I think it's fine
Better
to
deal
get
with
the.
that, or better to eradicate yellow and then deal with that next turn.
I think we need to go
I would
here.
just get rid of the vase and the faded there.
My only problem with that is I have to draw 3 cards at the end of my turn. If one of them was like Kinshasa, then now you're not going to be able to eradicate yellow on your turn.
Don't worry, we have a plan for that. There goes my
I mean, pain is also
hero.
still on that side of the map, so it's not.
Nope,
like, worst
not for
case
long.
scenario.
Don't worry, I have a new
Not even
mission
sure I
now.
take. I can't imagine I'm gonna need all of them.
I don't know, like
Dude, take like 10
say
of them, man.
7.
Like, because you can travel from Los Angeles to Sydney as well. Like, if you're over there vaccinating stuff.
Oh yeah. That's the thing is, if somebody can get rid of the base on San Francisco, so I can just clear these 3 out, then I'm going to be doing all that and then walking through to do more. Like, my goal is vaccinating as much as I can.
Right, same.
But I am gonna move a night instead of moving over there this turn. I'll just do the move over there next turn because I want yellow eradicated.
Well, it is now, baby.
All right. So I just went ahead and took 10.
Don't worry, we're gonna eradicate Knight's piss.
Just a casual 10
Just
vaccines.
a casual 10
I'm
vaccines,
just
you
saying,
know.
I'm just saying, if he's gonna go on a spree, he might as well be equipped.
I mean, like, so grenade belt and then a vaccine, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, how many vaccines am I gonna be? I can't imagine going through all 10. You know.
Right.
I mean, we are getting into the
we're-
last couple of rounds territory too.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What if we run out of cards and have to play a second game?
I mean, it's wouldn't be the worst thing to happen. I'm just saying we are getting into the last turns
just messing
range.
with you.
So you might not have that many turns to be
Oh,
vaccinated.
so what? There's 17 cards left, so 15, 13,
Two more,
11.
2 more trips around the table.
That's right. 15, 13, 11, 9, 7.
I'm just gonna throw this out here. A
3,
second
1,
game would be
and I will
fun. I just don't
Now we
know
get one turn.
cold wise how much like I might be dying.
right.
So
And if we only play this game for November and then the next session,
Like,
the second game, that's
the-
fine too.
oh well, I'm discarding a card next turn.
Oh no, that doesn't matter.
But like
Look,
I-
thought,
like I feel fine. Like I don't like at the current iteration of cheese.
want that. I don't care about. Wait, where's Kolkata?
Well, we need the black cards to stack
Oh.
up towards a cure.
So here's the problem. Black still takes
And I know
5
you're
to
the-
cure, and I would need 6.
I know you're the worst one to have them, but we do still need those
I do
cards.
have 4 of them. All right, fine.
Get rid of Piss
I tried a
Town.
black card last round.
Delicious.
Where's tab 1? Why can't I find places?
I gotta vote Kamala so I'll
Oh,
be able to
that's not-
afford games again.
Oh. Hang on. Okay, cool. Got it. I'm a moron.
I mean, there are a lot of other reasons to be voting for Kamala right now.
Right?
Here's the thing. The most
Not the
political
least of
thing
them
I'm
being
gonna
that-
be in
that
there.
she's not a criminal.
That she's not a felon. She's not an adjudicated rapist. She didn't specifically say that she wants to send the military against people, and she didn't recently say in an interview that we need to be attacking people that are in Congress. Like, bro,
Yeah.
listen, I try not to get political on my stream, but man, it's like, it shouldn't be political to be like, nah, like, don't attack American people with the military. That's easy as
Oh,
shit, man.
Just, I mean, that's only one of many things that it's like.
Dude,
Come on.
How many times, be honest, everybody in chat, how many times have you gotten outrage fatigue in the last 8 years?
Oh my god.
Like,
Every
you're
day?
so mad that something happened, that another thing happens, and you go, I might as well.
Alright, sorry.
It's-
That took so long. It's your turn now.
Honestly, it's been a nice 4 years not having the news of like what absolutely ludicrous thing has been said by the president today.
I'm
Like-
serious, dude. It was crazy when,
Oh,
when
hey,
these
did you
last
guys-
4 years started to no longer wake up and check the news to make sure
1,
we didn't
2,
rename a
3,
state to a
4.
racial slur.
So, I would like to. I'm a little mad that it's happening tomorrow and not 2 weeks ago before early voting started. But tomorrow, Kamala Harris is going to be doing a rally in Houston, Texas. And if that lets you know that Texas is actually in play right now. That's kind of impressive. And from the rumor, it's not confirmed, but rumor is Beyonce is going to be there performing at her rally.
Awesome. I
Well-
appreciate not knowing the current White House staff by name, and that's coming
Exactly.
from Canadians.
Exactly. All right.
Well,
Here we go.
I expect the Canadians to be paying more attention to the government than the Americans do, though. To
Yeah,
our
so
government.
turns
We don't pay
out-
attention to shit.
Turns out. All right. Epidemic.
Epidemic. You have to discard a card.
Yep.
How sad.
Missed. Missed again.
So,
Guys, I saw this comment online that said, "What? I'm afraid to
Did you
even
draw two
know."
yellows?
Huh?
Oh, that was the
I
bottom
haven't-
card. Oh.
yeah, that was the bottom drop.
Oh, I don't like that.
It said, "I'm afraid to even know what Trump would have to do to lose his followers at this point." And
Right?
somebody replied, "He would have to take off a Scooby-Doo villain mask, and it was Obama the whole time."
Oh, this moves up. All right, here we go.
Really changed.
Miami
Okay,
doesn't
I'm
matter.
done. All right, okay, I'm done.
Washington.
Sorry.
Washington.
Sorry,
gets
guys, that
one.
was dangerously close to apparently me being racist.
And Soul. That's an outbreak on
Oh.
Soul.
No.
Well, we could stop
Well, it
it.
only brings it up to 3. We're okay. Or just spreads
That
to
one I
Shanghai
can-
and Tokyo.
That one I can.
We can deal with
accept.
this. It just
I don't
sucks.
like it.
Yeah.
Not the worst. Did you already raise the writing?
No, I did not. It goes up
Okay.
to 3.
There we go.
It's
That's what I thought it was
Hey,
going to. I
we
just wanted to
have
double check.
save you until you. So we need you to have one kidney left for next game.
I already said
I would love
I have
for
7.
you to not be dead next game. I know you want to die, but I would
it's,
love for you
there
to survive
goes
with
my
0
hero.
kidneys.
Yeah.
Salty,
I would
there
like for you
goes
to
my hero.
survive.
He can't stay here.
Hey, he just marches off afterwards. That's how you. There you
That's
go.
not how he interprets it.
I literally walk into the sun and cure that.
No, it's supposed to be the sunset, Pain.
I am the sun. The sun never
Okay.
sets on me.
Oh shit.
Is it my turn?
That sounds like an
Hang on,
old-time
I'll be
fat
right back.
joke.
Okay. So if I were to swap one of these for an aerosol,
Don't do it.
then that's 1, 2, 3, and spray
The
Beijing.
prodigal son returns. Yep, and that's
Definitely do that.
that is Pandemic 2, where we base it off the Chinese myth of the 7 suns that are going around burning up the earth.
Do we do Beijing now? Because it's not in the
Or
draw, right?
Seoul. Or Seoul.
I'm thinking Seoul makes more sense at this stage.
I think you might be right.
Because Beijing is also still quarantined.
Yeah, if it
So-
wasn't quarantined, I would be less agreeing to that, but I think so. And that is my last vaccine. So I'm going to have to I'm not going to be able to immediately go after stuff again, but I think Seoul is better. We still have 1 epidemic left. Right? I think that's right.
Let's put that there.
Flurp,
Drop this in the rotation spot.
flurp. Shit. Okay. I mean, that's my whole turn. 2 moves, 1 vaccination, and 1 pulling out the aerosol unit. Oh, I could forecast. Cool.
Neither matter. Well, neither of those two matter.
And I drew these 2.
Soul
Soul
doesn't
can't be
matter.
Are you marking
Oh.
these ones too?
I started marking at least some of them.
Hyro. And then the 3rd card up here is Jakarta, which is also vaccinated.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we might have to pull out all the cards and mark them afterward. That was a
Yeah,
very
we'll get 'em.
simple turn.
We'll get them as we go. So you could potentially drop a vaccine factory at Seoul. I don't know if that makes the most sense for location, but it is a potential idea.
So it would get this objective done, but this objective does not say that it goes away at the end of the
What?
game. Right? And that's our 6th vaccinated city. So we finished this objective. So we actually, when we cure Black, we're done.
Yep.
We don't actually have to make another vaccine factory. We could.
But we don't have to, but having another one does help us in the long run, maybe.
I might.
I don't
be
guess it
happy
doesn't
to put
matter
it up
that
here.
much. I guess it doesn't matter
that
too much because we don't have that much left to vaccinate.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 9 cities left to vaccinate.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much long run left, to be honest. That's true as well.
This is crazy. I swear, guys, I'm gonna be so happy when December's 2 tasks are, eradicate / vaccinate every disease / city. Basically, no, there are no diseases on the board, and these are vaccinated, and there are no military bases. That would be awesome, because it's only 2.
Wow.
It's only 2. I've been assuming this whole time it's only 2 because the last one has to go easy on you because of how bad everything's been getting, but I'm starting to think it's going to be 2 all-encompassing things, like no faded cities, like that sort of thing.
We're getting there.
Alright, what I miss?
I decided to vaccinate Seoul instead of Beijing, because Beijing has a quarantine marker on it, and Seoul is in our small pile.
Did you use multiple vaccines or your spray?
My spray,
Spray.
and it was my last vaccine dose.
Oh no! So you can't.
Then
But you need more sprays for Osaka and Beijing.
I know. And then I drew 2 vaccinated cities and a yellow city, so nothing happened.
Nice,
And I drew Seoul, which is now vaccinated, so nothing happens.
nice.
So my turn was very simple and straightforward. You know, it's nice to have a turn like that in a game like this right now.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's half of the red cities, and then we still have the 3 infected blue cities to do.
Yeah, we've been
We
doing
still have
great.
9 more cities.
We are at 6
I know.
done, so we have
We're
2 objectives
good.
done. which
If
is
I
nice.
get 2 more black cards, we can win the game. But
Whenever.
But we don't have to win the game when you get them.
right.
Yeah. I do have a Cairo card, so I could on my next turn fly to Cairo and then from Cairo to a vaccine center.
Now, if D-Pain's doing okay,
I
not
suspect
dying.
Kane is planning. I suspect
No,
Kane
no.
is getting ready to kill Lima.
Oh, I know. I kind of assumed that's what he was planning on doing. He's drawn the cards that had 3 of these places.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm gonna fucking get him.
And
Stealing
and
my
Kane is death
research.
marching.
amazingly, he was always like 3 spaces away, like ready to march there.
It's true. Stealing my research. Yes, it was always the military bases stealing your research.
So once I blow up Chicago base, San Francisco will be the only base left.
Yeah, get shit on military bases.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is, if Payne's okay, if the sick isn't kicking his ass,
Yeah, I'm fine
I
right
would-
now. But if we start getting into
I would
like,
be okay.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Right. I would be okay with drawing the deck out and losing by deck out because that's not gonna cause the board to get any worse. And then start the next game up and just like now half of the red cities are safe. There are no military bases.
Yeah.
Let's quarantine as much as we can and then win the game. You know.
Yep.
I mean,
That
vaccinated.
is an option. That is an option. My turn is done, by the way. So Payne, you're up. And we know what you're gonna do.
I collected 87 more kidneys and installed them in myself as I go to Buenos Aires.
Stapled to him, and we're
Exactly.
like, where did you get all those kidneys?
Don't worry about
I
it.
got them in Khartoum and St. Petersburg.
As I
I'm gonna
head up
get
to
some more
Lima,
now.
as they see the kidney army walking up, and I say, boom.
Boom. Okay.
You know,
Nobody
hang on.
forget
Should
the
also
army.
point out, so he drew St. Petersburg, Khartoum, and Lima, and Sydney, which used to have a base on it.
He's gonna draw San Francisco next.
Wait,
It's
someone
3
Ding,
steps
ding.
away.
Someone drew Chicago. Oh, right, you used it to cure. So hang on, if I use my C4 to blow up San Francisco and EOG trades a blue card for Chicago, he could blow that one up.
If Payne stands in Chicago, I can give him Chicago if it's in my hand.
Oh my god.
And I just got C4.
No
And
way!
And he did. He got C4. No, he didn't.
C4 and a grenade belt.
He got C4 and a grenade belt. On his next turn, 1, 2, 3, C4 grenade belt.
No way! Every time he's ready to take 3 steps and murder a base. Every turn. We thought we didn't have any military people. This is a fucking movie, man.
To be fair,
Dude,
this is
hang on,
normally
no.
what happens when I play any game. It's like, is it a stealth game?
love
Nope.
this. Not
Hey,
anymore, it isn't.
Hey, T-Pain.
Hmm? Oh,
Unless something terrible happens before then, on my turn, I could still, probably still am going to fly to Atlanta, walk up to Chicago, C4 and grenade belt. So on your turn, you can walk up to Los Angeles, grenade belt, walk up to San Francisco, C4.
yeah.
Yeah.
Either one works.
Either way, we got 2 C4s, 2 grenade belts. All right.
Atlanta.
God damn it.
Right.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Doesn't
Hong Kong.
matter. Oh, geeters.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Boogers.
But Jeter.
We potty trained tonight.
It's funny because this round, I think this is the only round that my except for the one in the very beginning, that my research hasn't constantly been taken. And it's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's like, this is why we keep him busy. Oh my gosh, why?
That's true. Yeah, nobody's taking his cards and he's using them to terrorize our enemies.
It's like, we have the the D-Pain virus is constantly spreading, but doctors are finally making an effort to go clear it out while pushes,
T-Pain himself is clearing the rest of the world out.
while
This just in,
Knight's
another
piss
military base has mysteriously gone up in flames.
and a whole town's kidneys seem to be missing.
Local residents claim to have heard.
Where is she?
You know what? If I keep gathering all these kidneys, it can just turn into Akira!
Are you ready for this, DOG?
Nobody forget Kidney Army. Next time we play Civilization, that's going to be his religion.
It's hard to beat K-pop.
Are you ready for this, DOG?
Yeah, what's up?
If there's nothing else that I need to be doing, I know I could march Knight around and cure a lot of blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna march through and clean up the 4.
Because if I marched
in
him to
Europe.
London, Essen, Paris, Madrid, then on his turn he could come back to Washington and Atlanta and it would be cured. But if I fly to Atlanta, walk to Chicago, that's 2 moves. Using C4 and grenade belt doesn't use moves. And then I can use my other 2 moves to vaccinate Chicago.
That's true.
Okay,
We'll have one less military base.
you know what?
I'm happy with that option.
Next, because there's no more epidemic cards. There's only 4, right?
5.
There's 5.
There is one more.
Okay, there's one more. So we should still be able to get a full round in. And
Yeah.
Salty
My
takes
next
out
turn is gonna be the
Chicago
last.
this round. I take out San Francisco on my next turn. Salty comes and takes oh wait, no, I guess I would be blowing up Delhi. Shoot.
Why? What were you going to do?
Because I could say you could take Delhi and then you can cure Salty.
Oh.
and then we'd
Well, if
be
I draw
done.
2
Well, he
black
needs
cards-
6.
If I draw 2 black cards,
yeah.
this turn, I'll be good.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
yeah. Also, he's
but-
got vaccines. He could march
Yeah,
through and
I was
vaccinate.
about to say,
instead.
if I spend my turn curing Chicago and then you blow up this zombie and this base, on my next turn I can take a step vaccine, take a step vaccine.
And if you still have 2 black cards, like if you're able to get 2 more, you can still
Yeah.
just be
Yeah.
done.
Oh man. Okay.
Which
Doing
means
work.
if you no, that won't work. Okay.
This just this card up here, this objective really is right now in its current state shows how we've been playing this game. Sabotage 2 military bases. There are 4 bases up here.
I vaccinate 6 cities, there are 7.
Bitches. Oh shit.
Alright. Draw.
But my job for this game has primarily just
I
been
got Moscow.
keeping things in control so we can go.
So if you
I
do-
would need one more black card.
If you took Delhi from Pain, or Pain gives it to you, you would cure it.
If the bottom card on this deck is a black card, I will draw it, and then I can cure it before I draw the nothing.
But he
Which would
does
be
need
hilarious.
Delhi. Ooh. So pretty much, we'll just have choices to make whenever it comes to your turn.
See, I'm
Or
okay
we
with
won't.
letting the deck run out and playing another game. But if you wanted, after he does his thing, march up here, blow this shit up. If he stops in either San Francisco or Los Angeles, next turn I can just vaccinate one of the two and then go to him, take Delhi, and cure it. and win
He's
the
going to
game.
use Delhi as a C4.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Well, if he
So
draws
if
a black
he draws
one,
a black card. Yep,
Yep.
that's what it is.
All right, so you got draw your 3.
If you really want to,
Oh, right.
Salty, if one of us, like if I were to
Montreal.
end in Cairo,
Beijing.
okay, that takes the quarantine off of Beijing.
Uh-oh.
I don't have any vaccine doses left either.
Uh-oh, hot dog.
Uh-oh. And London.
London.
Not even a real place.
So Beijing's a problem now. We held that off as long as we could,
We did such a good job. I mean, sure, two
All
of
right.
you had to die.
right? two,
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then EOG never got around to fixing the problem. No, I'm just
Nope, I sure didn't.
playing.
Hey, there were more pressing matters, like it was my lunch break.
All right. We have plenty of blue cubes back in the bag again.
Blue Coop.
After a quick tour of Europe, I am
You know what's gonna be real
Look
funny
at
if the
these
last
cards.
card is an
Immensity,
epidemic.
which is a med kit, which is the card that T-Pain needs to hold off.
Nah.
bye bye.
Yeah. Real late in the draw for that.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
That
Hey,
was Knight's
Alright.
last turn, I think.
Yep. Paris.
Paris.
There
That's
might be only one more black card in the deck because I remember Salty got rid of
Osaka.
one earlier.
Osaka.
Osaka
That
is gonna
one
get
goes
a
at the-
+1 now.
But it is gated off, which is nice.
Gated off commune.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their gate specifically says no X bodies.
And
Baghdad.
Baghdad. We are very deep in the draw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we are.
There's one of these
starting
is
getting near-
probably. Well,
Okay.
All right,
we
it's
know
your
that
last
there's
turn,
an
EOG.
epidemic in there.
Excuse me.
Now, what the hell do I want to do with? Oh, well, first we forecast.
Doesn't
Toss up.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Sydney gets one when it comes.
She's a nice lady.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna put those back.
It's unfortunate you can't get that arrow spray back.
I know. Well, I don't have any vaccines.
Oh yeah. Well, then shit. What are you
So-
gonna do?
I could
Range
make a
quarantine.
vaccine center here to finish that other objective, and we'd be able to make it permanent. I don't know if that's necessary.
Oh,
It won't make any vaccines this game.
okay. What were you gonna? You can't make. I don't think you can make one there because it's at 3 rioting.
Oh, right. Right,
Oh,
we can't.
okay.
Although it does say research stations, but specifically.
So
That's true.
And other stuff says structures.
That's what I say about it.
And last
um,
time we talked about that, I said I think it just means just research stations because at the time we were talking about military stations, and I'm like, a
Yeah.
rioting city is not going to take down a military state complex. Like, come on,
Yeah. So I can range
No, only
quarantine
Pain does
something.
that.
right?
Drop the range to back in Beijing.
Mm-hmm.
And also, for every blue card I have, I can spend a turn to swap it for Chicago and airstrike one faded figure from any city.
That's really funny. Well, if you got rid of one off Beijing and Osaka, then they're
Whoa.
safe.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is a big play. I could swap a red card for Jakarta, which has stem cells,
Uh-huh.
and then I could move closer to it. Salty could move me to it, fly to me, take it from me, and cure black. If we want
That-
to end the game on a success.
That would win the game, but it would keep me from being able to vaccinate any other cities.
Yeah, you would have to move me, move you, take card. So you wouldn't be able to vaccinate
That
anything.
said, if you... Damn.
I'm not. I
So
wouldn't
see,
be
if
entirely
you somehow
sad.
got to Bangkok and blew up the zombie on it and took a black card. Wait.
Okay.
If you got to
Alternatively-
Bangkok and got rid of the zombie on it, then I could fly to you, vaccinate Bangkok, and then take the black card and win.
I have a grenade belt. 2, 3. I could move there for 3, grenade belt, and take Jakarta. And then on Salty's turn, he could come to me. Bangkok would be open. He could vaccinate it, and then go. Wait, you'd have to move both of us to Jakarta.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
No. I could get to Jakarta sooner if I did swap a red card to take Jakarta, show Jakarta to fly there, swap another red card to take it again. Then that's three actions, and I could still ranged quarantine something.
Not a bad shout. And even if we don't get more
we don't-
quarantine or vaccines out, Pain will clear the last military base,
Yeah,
and
it
we're
gives the
in
option. 'Cause
we're in really good shape for going into the final month for whatever it's gonna throw
I
at us.
just
I
want to
really want to go
Beijing.
into the last month with everything cleaned up.
I know.
Like, I'm willing to
still
play
could.
another
We still
game to
could.
do it.
I am not saying that we have to finish. What I'm saying is I can't even vaccinate on my turn. So the best thing I can do is protect Beijing and possibly Osaka. But if I choose one of them to not protect, which would be Osaka, I could instead put myself in a position where you could choose to win the game.
So you guys have to make a decision now. Do you want nothing to get nothing new to get vaccinated and we win the game, or EOG protects Beijing and Osaka, I vaccinate San Francisco and Los Angeles, and then we have to play another game?
Let's see here. 2. So we could, if EOG moves to Jakarta with the card swaps, you could. Let's see, it'd be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so you could still vaccinate San Francisco
Right.
and still take the win, which I
Walk in.
mean, I think that's
vaccinate,
still
Oh, that's a good.
that's still a
compromise.
really good position to be right there.
That's a pretty good compromise because you're only going to lose one vaccination to have a game. So the
Well,
question is,
we're
do
gonna
we
lose
want to
one
intentionally
vaccination.
lose a game?
Yeah, we're gonna lose a vaccination and all of the vaccinations we would get in the second game if we played
Right.
one.
That's the question: is do we want to intentionally lose a game so we get another game this month?
I mean, we've looked at about intentionally losing in the past and have generally said if we can win,
Yeah, we've
But
mostly said
I'm fine with
let's-
whatever.
I
Well,
remember what we said
That's
before,
the thing is, Sorry,
which
what-
was we're doing so well that intentionally like winning is more honest to like keeping the challenge higher in the future. The only difference now is
we have things we can do.
the epic possibility of going into the last game with everything vaccinated.
Yes, and that's why I want it.
Okay, so here's the counterpoint. Imagine that we do take the intentional loss, and the second game kicks our asses so hard, like back-to-back epidemic draws and stuff like that, where we
We
don't end up
lose.
winning it.
That's true. I have been just
That's the
assuming we would
counterpoint.
win.
Because we have had games where it's been skin of the teeth, barely pull it off, without
to be
all the other,
honest-
even with the board in good state.
Well,
Right.
The thing is,
But usually
that-
when
this
that
game
happens,
would
it's
have
because
been
we're
that.
babysitting red,
This game would have
but
been
we
that.
won't have to
except
babysit red.
Pain can save us, and he did.
Right. Pain still has
we-
another kidney, and half of red is just safe.
Pain still has another kidney. Is a counterpoint. Pain's got a kidney left.
I mean, well, we have made the board state significantly better, but we're also talking. I don't know.
I don't know, man. This is tough. Pain, how do you feel about this? You're sick.
I will collect more kidneys. I don't know. I guess in my mind is just like I understand the one argument of like clearing it out, but to be fair, we don't like the way this game has been going. I wouldn't be surprised we go into December and it's a completely different thing where yeah, we have all the vaccinations and it's like the end all these objectives we've been working towards don't matter anymore.
Well, what I'm
Can you imagine?
But
Can you imagine we go into December and it says, "Oh, the vaccine actually ended up causing some other massive disease."
No.
That'd be funny as hell.
That would be so funny, especially if we commit this hard to it. That would
I'm
be
willing
the
to commit.
funniest
I'm
fucking
willing
way
to commit to
lose.
that bit. But just the fact that it was like 1, 1, 2, 2, and then 3 objectives from May all the way to November, and then December is 2 objectives. I am fully convinced in my mind that when December starts, it's going to say, throw away all of your objectives. These are the 2 things you have to do in December.
Yeah, I think it's going to be eradicate all diseases, vaccinate all fallen cities, all
Yeah.
fated cities. I think that's what it's going to be.
I mean that seems the most likely.
I think it's either
Who knows
gonna
for
be
sure,
that,
but it's the most likely.
it's either going to be that, or it's going to be like one card that says eradicate all diseases and vaccinate all fallen cities, and the second card says like
Your mom.
some redonkulous search,
Boom.
because I still think that these search tokens are going to come into play in some really bad way.
That card threatened us, so we haven't been attacked yet. I think the rules in the last month are going to be like for every military base you're going to get attacked,
Maybe.
which is
Well,
part
there's not
of
going to
why
be
we're
one
not gonna
because
have
he's
any.
taking the last one out this next turn.
Liquid.
Yes.
He's going on a rampage.
So, but I do think that we need to make that choice. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like
I want to
kind of-
vaccinate the whole fucking thing, but I understand you guys wanting to take a win when you can, you know?
yeah, it would. I don't know. It would be
'Cause, like-
consistent with how we've played before to just take the win when we can get it.
Because we
After
almost didn't
delaying
win
it.
this one without like we still 2 of us took wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us is
Yeah,
way
I
more
mean-
down to do it, but it's still like we're not coming. We didn't come out of this game clean.
Payne and I each
That's
lost
the
a
point.
kidney.
Yeah,
I mean, digging victories out of the most desperate of situations and being 5 cards left in the draw is kind of on the desperate side. It has been our MO, and
I
to
know.
not dig the
I
win
know.
out that we have.
I know, but can you imagine going into December with just if a red card comes up, ignore it. You know?
I can also imagine though going into the next game and losing on like drawing the epidemics right back to back and losing.
Yeah.
That's the only way we've lost in the past, but it has happened thrice.
it was the first game.
The first game.
The very first game was a loss. And I think at that point we're looking at, holy crap, this game is really hard.
Yeah, so 3 and 13 games have just fucked us over within one round, and we've lost. Yeah, I think I'm gonna vote for finishing the game. I think we can
Yeah, I think-
finagle it so that you get another vaccination in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think that's my vote as well.
But that's only 8 of the 15 cities.
It's huge.
That's half.
Hey, it's more than what it was at
It's
the
still-
beginning.
Which means we're gonna have to do if we have to vaccinate everything for December, we're gonna have to do all of that again, while doing whatever the other thing is. You know?
But there's a difference. This time I kept having to use aerosol sprays because so many of the cities were getting hit. But if
Right,
every
and that's
time
kind of why I don't think the second game of November would be that big of a deal, because we won't have another objective that we have to deal with. We're just gonna have
okay,
spray all the shit.
your points right now are, but it'll be so easy to do the second game, and we need to do it because it'll be hard to do the December game.
Because I imagine that that December is gonna give us some bullshit we're gonna have to deal with as well as that.
I don't know. I mean, ultimately, it's going to be your turn, so it is up to you. But I don't know.
It sounds like you guys all want to win, so I guess that's what we're gonna do.
Toss Osaka to take Jakarta. Toss it to move to Jakarta. Toss Seoul to take Jakarta again. That's 3 actions. And then my
range
4th
quarantine one of the two, or Beijing.
Probably. It's better. It doesn't matter. I could range
Because
quarantine,
Osaka's
or
only
I
got
could-
1 on it. Beijing's
Yeah,
got
I think
3.
Beijing's the better quarantine.
Yeah. Better to quarantine or destroy a faded figure. I could do either one. I don't think it matters.
It's kind of the same
Probably
thing ultimately.
quarantine. Whoa. Leg.
We.
So again, Salty, I do just want to point out, like, what I was planning to do here was just get into this situation. I'm still, like, the only thing that I have not done by getting here is taking 1 off of Osaka as well.
Right. Yeah, okay.
So,
No, I mean,
So-
but we had our, like, it's not like we're going to change our mind in the next 2 turns, though. We had our, what you talked about, you guys all want to win the game. So I'm not going to lose it because I want to, you know?
well,
There it is. San Francisco. No! That's another Zombo!
good.
Alright, well, we can still do this. It just means that Payne has to use his grenade belt in San Francisco instead of it in Los Angeles.
Yes.
All right, flip it up to see what we got.
Blurp.
Doesn't
Los
matter.
Angeles. Why does
Sweet.
that not matter?
Is Reed
Zombo.
eradicated? Yeah.
Oh, right, it's a zombie.
Oh.
It's a zombie.
I already put it there.
It's a 3 though,
It's a
because
3.
it's a that's the
Oh.
that was the
Yeah, that's not
uh,
great then. Hopefully you
That's
don't draw that. Otherwise, we're getting
Ed-
zombies in Lima and Mexico City.
Ed, we're
We draw
drawing 4.
Ooh. All right, here we go. Atlanta.
Beijing.
Quarantine gone.
We just quarantined.
Johannesburg. It's fine.
Doesn't matter.
Jakarta's
Jakarta.
fine.
Jakarta doesn't matter.
All right, so we got a problem now. If Payne uses his grenade belt on San Francisco, then I can vaccinate it before I fly to you. But if he draws Los Angeles, then Mexico City and Lima become zombie cities. So it's probably better for him to use his grenade belt in Los Angeles. Which then means I won't be able to quarantine San Francisco. Or will I? Hang on. If I take a step here, vaccinate twice, and then fly to you, I won't have another turn to take the card.
Okay. Here's another thought.
Uh-huh.
I am holding San Francisco, which it's the military base. So if Payne takes that from me instead of using his C4, then you can take Delhi from Payne.
We're
and not
fine.
have to fly to me.
We're fine. Los Angeles is in a discard pile, so we can't pull it and get
But
it.
it's in the draw for the
Yeah, it's not in the
infection.
discard.
It's in the infection draw.
Oh, I thought you were talking about pulling the card off of this and
Yeah.
having to put one on.
No, it's the
Salty,
infection
reason
draw
you
that it just
had
popped
to
up.
come to me is because you couldn't take Delhi from Payne because he has to use it. But
Oh.
if he takes San Francisco from me to blow up the military base, then he can keep Delhi and you can take it from him. So
So
Payne
you would
goes
have to
Los
use
Angeles,
move here,
use
use
a
a
grenade
grenade belt. Move here, that's 2 moves.
1, 2.
Take
the thing
San
from
Francisco
me.
from you, and then use his 4th move to blow it up.
Yes. And then you would
Take a
step
step,
onto San
vaccinate,
Francisco.
take Delhi from him.
Yes. And it would be two moves to vaccinate, 1 to
No,
take
it-
Delhi.
Because the military base would be gone.
Well, you'd have to destroy the faded.
Oh, right, yeah. You're right.
So it's 1 move, 2 vaccinate, 1 takes the card, and then game over.
Yep, that would do it.
So yeah. so this is still fine.
It's funny. I drew the scar that makes it so it takes more for me to cure, and I said, "Oh, that's perfect. I never cure." And now I'm
I
going to have to cure to
know,
win the
dude.
game.
All right, so Pain.
1,
It's time for you
2, 3. I heard there's extra kidneys in here. Boom.
I think that only moves one.
Just one.
Nope.
Just one.
I move all of them that because I want to.
Because you want to, yeah.
And then I come up here, and then I steal something,
There you go.
and then I play this in attack mode.
Here, this was probably your research to begin with, anyway.
Oh,
So he has a C4 in his hand, but he has destroyed 4 military bases with their cards.
As I tell them,
yeah.
that's the last
December's
time
gonna
anyone
trans-
steals my research.
December, it's gonna swap where we have to infect everything.
That'd be really funny. All right.
Well, 2 cards and
yeah.
You gotta draw 2 cards and then 4 cards.
See, it would have
Yeah, he
been
drew a black
fine.
card.
So it was not a problem.
Actually, oh wait, no, it's an odd number.
that one card is just
Yeah.
at a weird angle.
Saw that.
Come on, Montreal.
Told you, it's not even a real place. See,
I
told
like
you.
Montreal.
Come on, Montreal.
LA.
Los
LA.
Angeles.
I knew it.
We had to
Tried
do
to
it.
fuck us over there.
Uden.
London.
Begurder.
Pagoda.
Bogota doesn't matter.
Burger.
All right, so I move here. I use 2 vaccine.
2 vaccine. Ah!
And then I apparently kill Pain and take Algiers from him, so he can
But
keep
out of
the C4.
curiosity,
Oh, look, it's the rag here.
Ryan here.
1,
Oh, that's a good place for it at the very bottom.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's half
We
of
did
the black
it!
cards. That's literally half of the black cards I had to use.
Good lord.
Hooray.
Against my against my wishes, we have won the game.
I mean, that's how it was before, too. It's always against your wishes when we win the game.
Because I want more upgrades.
I know, dude.
I want to win the second game. I don't want to win the first one.
I truly wish we got more. We got like both games worth of upgrades. It would have made it
Right.
feel so much better.